7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
It's Thursday night. The season is back. And so is the Prem Panel Show. What's going on, people? Big up everyone who's already in the chat. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. Thanks for waiting. We have a few panel members who are waiting the first week, but don't worry, we'll get them next week. But we got obviously the big boy regulars back, and we got a special guest in the building. So without further ado, let me introduce the bad boys. I got man like Lee in the building. What's going on, bro?
Listen, man, we won. Life's good. My predictions looking good. And Man United are in the mud. It's all good, man. I'm loving it.
I hear that. We got Mr. Carefree in the building. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, all good. Got the W as well. Getting our standard W against Tottenham on Sunday as well. So, yeah, couldn't be happier. Plus, Werner's gone. So, there's that too.
We're going to get into that, bro. I'm so upset that George is away for this week, you know. So upset. Daps in the building, the legend himself. What's going on, bro?
Bro, do you know how much I missed that intro, by the way?
That was cold.
Bro, the music, bro. Honestly, I was backstage just giving that. All right, then. Yeah, I missed it, man. Good to be back. It's good to start the season with you, man, because obviously I ended the season with you lot, yeah. It's good to start the season with all of you. I've missed you all. And I ended the season seeing a really depressed Carefree. And you know what? I'm now getting the Carefree that everyone told me about that wears a belt over his shoulder.
Yeah.
World champions. Let's go.
There we go. Apparently, was it? Oh, no, because it didn't get cancelled. You nearly had it 2 years on the bounce, right, Carefree?
Oh, is it not getting cancelled?
So it still might be getting cancelled, yeah?
Yeah, it might be.
You're clinging on to that. That might be your trophy this season.
Champions.
Yeah.
Two-time world champs is what it is. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them.
The clambering. And big up to our special guest today. You've seen him on the Friday show. He's on the panel, and this will not be the last time. Man like Cass in the building. What's going on, G?
I'm just here to take over, man. But big up, though, man. What's it called? All or nothing. Obviously, Man United, shameless and that, whatever it is, where it is. Hopefully, we get relegated so Glazers get out, and that's about it.
Raw, boy. Right. Well, you know what? Why don't we just jump in at the deep end, innit? Because the first point of call is we're gonna go over what happened at the weekend. We're gonna talk about the fixtures 1 week in. Obviously, it went well for some, not for others. So let's just start at OT. I don't know if that's Old Trafford or Old Toilet. Make of it what you will. I mean, talk to me, bro. I mean, I didn't know if I was watching Brighton or Barcelona. I saw the B and I was like, the football's tremendous. The football's
No. You wasn't watching any bars. You was watching McFred.
You're watching
McFreduno or something like that. That is what you was getting. Like basically McFred and Bruno all over again. It's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's team all over again. I can't lie. Yes. I don't know what Ten Hag was thinking with
Bruno McFred. Is that what we're saying?
I when he was surprised. Yeah, McFreduno. Like basically, when I went up to the stands, I was looking at who was up top. I saw Ericsson. I was like, but then I see three at the back, and I'm thinking, wait, you got Webster, Veltman, and what's his face, Dunk, and the first person you put up front now is a false nine system where you got two wide wingers and trying to get Scott McTominay and Bruno to run in, but it didn't work. It didn't work. It took until the 72nd minute until you could see what Ten Hag was trying to do. But wait, what do you mean free?
I'm just counting the excuses, the poor excuses.
No. I'm saying we were rubbish. I can admit.
Go on.
No, there's no excuses because I'm telling you, we're shit, bro. Like I can admit that we're shit. Like honestly. From what I was too gassed from pre-season. Don't get me wrong, but I was realistic that I just didn't think McFred was going to start, and hopefully that's the end now, man. Honestly, I can't deal with this fucking team, man.
Kaz, let me ask you something, because I would have put money on this, and I genuinely mean money. I mean nearly everything I had on you would not have game week 1 McFred in midfield. Like, if you'd have told me the end of last season, Ten Hag is already confirmed, I would have put everything I owned on a bet that you would not have McFred in midfield game week 1. How are we here? How? You've got to explain this to me, bro. How are we here?
I don't know. You know how we're here? It's because the Glazers, bro, and everything that's been going on for years and years and years. It don't matter. You know what it is, yeah? I came to realization, bro. It don't matter what manager you bring in. It don't matter whatever happens, as long as you got this backroom and the Glazers in charge, we will never succeed. No matter even if we got top 4, even if we succeed over that, it's just papering over cracks over and over again. Yeah, but that don't mean nothing, because his mate just got the job. So, bro, until that's, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, fam. But I'm just saying, no matter what happens, until we get new owners, we'll never succeed at Manchester United, man. It will never be back at the top. We ain't got a model like everybody else. Even West Ham's got a model now.
8.
No, you got a younger that can write books though.
Listen, we're on the 8th. We're on the 8th.
He's not young anymore. He's 25.
I mean, true that.
Excuse, brother.
And hopefully PSG take him.
You know what? I'm gonna give the, because I know Daps and Gooner are itching, so I'm gonna give it to you in a sec. But I'm gonna come to you, Lewis, on this one, because I got a question. I asked my brother this. My brother's a United fan, and he just laughed. He actually just laughed at me. Lewis, who is a better footballer, Danny Welbeck or Marcus Rashford?
Bro.
I mean, Welbeck's won a few league titles and at least seems to understand his role within the squad. I know the standards are a bit low with Brighton, but at least he can turn up for them semi-consistently throughout a season. Marcus Rashford has looked arse for the last 18 months. It's Welbeck. It's Welbeck.
Yeah.
How mad is that? Because this was new Man U versus old Man U in this game. It weren't just Brighton Man U. It was old school versus new school. And the old school showed him up. Like, he truly showed him up. Like, it was like Danny Benzema. And I was watching it, and don't get me wrong, I don't think Rashford, you know, the volley he missed, that was a difficult chance, don't get me wrong. But the 1-on-1 he had, it wasn't actually offside. Even though the linesman put the flag up, that would have been on.
Oh, was
so
it not?
He tucks that away. Nah, Ronaldo wasn't actually off. So if he tucks that away, that goal counts.
Luckily, scored pretty shortly after that, but it didn't count for anything. That scrappy goal from Delort. I don't know what their keeper. What was their keeper doing though?
Yeah, I'm sure. What was that?
He was a bit rattled. But I mean, these are the questions that need to be asked. So Lee, go and you 8, 9 excuses. Talk to me, bro. Man United, Brighton. How you feeling about it?
And you know what? You know why I'm getting onto Kaz a bit more is because we've done things over the summer, and I've spoken about it, and I've said this already. Man United are finished. Man United, we don't need to talk about Man United for no top 4. I spoke to Kaz, and
After
I said
one
to Kaz,
week, yeah?
No. I said to Kaz, the best they can aim for this season is 8th. In my opinion, there's no hoping for even top 6. Man United have to stop complaining about the owners and stop complaining about everyone else. I spoke clearly about the manager. Now, the manager needs to take full blame for what has gone on for this season, for the preseason so far. He got everyone gas playing all of this. Wait, hold on. You got gas all summer talking about the way you were playing. I spoke clearly about Eric Ten Hag. I spoke about him. I spoke clearly about Eric Ten Hag, and I kept saying that he's coming to a new league. He's bought players and he's pretending that he knows what he's doing. In my opinion, he needs to come to this league and prove what he can do. At the end of the day, he started those players. At the end of the day, he's been chasing that guy from what's his name, De Jong from Barcelona. At the end of the day, he's the one that's letting people like Ronaldo, people like Rashford. At the end of the day, he hasn't changed the captain. At the end of the day, he's got a World Cup winner in Varane on the bench. At the end of the day, he's still playing Luke Shaw. So no, I don't want to hear no excuses from this manager. I don't want to hear no excuses from the players that are on the pitch. He has to take full accountability. When he does well, and if he had won that game, everybody would have been sucking him off. Everybody would be like, yeah, look, he's come in, first game, he's done this, he's done that. So he now needs to take the same flack that he's done a mistake. And he's the one that's playing him up, Fred. And when Kaz comes and he said, oh, like the thing about the 75th minute or whenever he made the subs, too right. He should have made this up from half time. Look, you know what? Give credit to Arteta. This is an Arsenal section, but there's been 3 times where he's hooked off the likes of our left back, Tavares, 3 times because he's been pulling poor. Grow some balls. I know you can't grow.
I can't disagree with that too much.
Listen,
I can't disagree with that too much.
At the end of the day, Kaz, I've said it over and over again. Until your manager takes some accountability, because everyone's saying that he's the new Messiah. The same thing what happened with Tuchel. Everyone kept coming in and saying that he's the guy that's going to take over from the likes of Klopp and Pep, because he won a Champions League and he beat Pep 3 times in that first season. So now, Eric Ten Hag, he has a lot to answer for, and I'm going to keep
Carefree.
the best. The best
Note
you
that.
can answer, the
Note
best
that.
you can accept for, the best
He's
you
sending,
can,
bro.
you can hope for this season is top 8. That's it. And if people like Sean, you think I'm chatting rubbish, listen. This is week 1. It's on. Listen, you know the beautiful thing about Man United. I'm going to leave it there. They're not even at the bottom. It's going to get worse, and I can't wait to see it because you've got Ronaldo there. I can't wait.
You know what's funny about that statement, yeah, is that I'll back this manager, innit? Like he can see for himself, McFred don't work. So we'll see what happens against Brentford. Until we saw even a Donny Eriksson and who is it again? Donny Eriksson and Bruno in the midfield. They were pinned back for the rest of the game from 17th minute. He took long he needs to take responsibility for that game, but we saw what he can do when he has got some people that can actually got a little bit of talent. But you want to talk on Man United like that, but you remember it took your manager 2-3 years just to get up to 5th. So
you see what everyone
on
does?
that note,
I'm
not deflecting. I'm not deflecting because I quite like Arteta. After watching All or Nothing, I quite like him now. Yeah, I can't lie. I can see what he's doing. But
I mean, it's not all, is it? Though it's not all.
No, but the thing is, even if Eric Ten Hag, he's still going to be here for the long run. Even if it is 8th, then that's equivalent to what happened to you, and that's not good enough. So, in mine, I think 8th may be a little bit too harsh, and I feel like he will get maybe a couple more players, not maybe the greatest of players at that, but anything's better in that midfield going forward. Yeah, it's one game at the end of the day because it's not because you know what the beautiful thing about the Premier League is, right? Man United can win whatever. No, we know we're shit. No, the thing is, yeah, we know we're shit though, Daps, yeah. Like every Man United fan knows we're shit, and we could win against Brentford. But then imagine if Arsenal or Chelsea sign lose, there'll be a massive meltdown on the weekend, and it'll be the flip script. And then we'll talk about that reaction there. That's the beautiful thing about the Premier League. I know we're shit, and that midfield can't go on just not any longer. But he's not a shit manager, and why it's not his fault in total is because we had Ralph Rangnick in, right? He's meant to be our consultant, right? Our ball got rid of him. We had the whole thing that he set up for the manager, the targets and everything. They binned it, right? So he had to come in. The board knew that Mata, Lingard, all these men were not renewing from ages ago. They should have set up for Ten Hag time ago, like the same time that any manager should get the good time that they should be able to prepare in a good model or system or whatever's going on in the back room, right? Of whoever owns the respective clubs. He hasn't had a lot of time. He can only go towards what he wants because if you didn't hear recently, apparently it's just a rumor, but I wouldn't put it past it. Man United, you know how they started Arnautovic? They got records from about 4 years ago and picked him out.
This as well.
So you're now discussing that, and you want to put every bit of blame on Ten Hag. It's his first game, bro. It's his first game, and it's going to get worse before he gets better.
Lee, you know what? I've let obviously I've let you fight the battle, but let me just finish him. Firstly, what's the song? One hug, 2 hug, 3 hug. No,
I don't like that song.
Neither do I, bro. We're going to reverse it because
song.
we're going to work backwards. It starts with 10 hug. He's now 9 hug. Next week he may well be 8 hug, until he has all 10 lives gone, right? But you are right. It's not Ten Hag's fault. It's your board's fault. But your board is part of Man United. If I'm sending shots at Liverpool, I ain't going to be picking a certain element. I'm going to send shots at Liverpool. Your board got rid of Ralph, yeah? You're currently looking at Arnautovic. Ralph suggested you go and buy Alvarez for 15 million, and your board said no thanks. And now they're here looking at Arnautovic.
Exactly, I know this. There's a lot of players they said no to.
I've got an awkward question. This is a kind of league question right now, yeah? So when you brought in Ten Hag, yeah, everyone presumed that straight away Donny van der Beek is coming back, and Donny van der Beek is going to be that guy that he's one of the first names on the team sheet.
I thought it would be.
So what the fuck? What's going on, bro?
I don't know.
So right now, what I want to know is because all United fans have been saying they want to see Donny van der Beek. All United fans are telling me Ten Hag's the truth, yeah. So right now, is it Ten Hag? What's going on? Why is Ten Hag the truth, not picking the guy that all United fans want?
I feel like he went for the fittest team he could think of at the current time. Like that's just what I think. But then at the same time, I feel like he doesn't even know what the best 11 is going forward yet. What midfield is going to be the most balanced yet, etc., etc. Some positions pick themselves. So we just got. It's just a waiting game at the end of the day, and none of us truly know.
But a year on from let's pick some games last season. I'm sure we can all of us could probably pick one from the archives. I mean, I'm going to go for the Watford result because the Watford result was a mad one. But we can pick any results from kind of like late August to December of Man United last season under Ollie. Yeah, we can pick any of them, and then we can look at the Brighton first half. Is there any difference? God damn.
Yeah, so Lewis, we're picking up a lot of feedback.
That is
off
a
your
sensational
mic, bro.
fan.
Yeah.
Some might say that's more fans than in the Etihad, but anyway. Joke, seat fans, joke.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Right.
Perfect.
So honestly, what is it? Is it Donny or is it Van der Beek? But also, did you not feel like that first half in particular? I'm not going to speak so much in the second half because you did improve, but that first half literally looked like any Ollie game between August and December last year.
That was pretty much the Ollie team. Like, don't get me wrong, you can put whatever centre back you want. Look, you can put any centre back you want. If you got a midfield that don't want to pick up the ball, and for your centre backs to even feed in the ball or anything, there's no point. It's you're gonna look clueless, right? No one's there. If you can't have a 6 or an 8 that want the ball, then there's no point. Left back, I don't know why he went with Shaw. I really don't know why. Like, honestly, I think that's you can just pick out the bunch who just won't fit this, who won't shape the system, and it all takes some time. And Lee's right, bro. Like, it's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better. It will get a lot worse. And 8th is not out of the reach either. Like, I'll be honest, it's if we keep playing
Newcastle
like that,
lurking, bro. Newcastle,
you know what?
Looking over
you know
your
what?
shoulders,
You know what's?
ready
You know,
to
it don't
go.
even matter who there is. Yeah. At the end of the day, even if we have a first set 11, it's the depth we have to bring in after that. So if a midfielder gets injured or something like that, who else do you bring in that's going to really fit up the system and keep you going because there will be injuries? You get what I mean? There's nothing there. So
and your manager, no. But see, look, no one's still talking about the manager. You can't come in this league and start walking around, pouncing around like you know everything because you won titles in another league. Unfortunately, the manager needs to take a lot of accountability. The manager's the one that set the manager. You said it. You spoke about. You gave your great monologue about who to blame and what Ten Hag did, but you haven't given him blame for the fact that he did a false 9 in that game.
I literally did that at the start of the show, bro.
Unfortunately, Eric Ten Hag, to me, he's stupid. It was such a stupid thing to do that game. It was stupid to make the subs late. It was stupid to do all the things that he's done. And unfortunately, I'm not giving him no ratings until he.
You don't have to. We don't need your ratings. That's the thing. We don't need your ratings. Take your ratings. Your ratings on Amazon Prime, bro. So that's your ratings.
You do need points, though, bro. You need points.
But the thing is, he keeps doing this deflection. He keeps doing this deflection thing, yeah. When I said about Ten Hag, though, but I told about Ten Hag is his fault. But the ball should have given players, so we didn't have that situation.
Guys, wait, guys. Let me let you into something because maybe you haven't seen in the show. On this show, I always say, don't shoot the messenger. Don't talk about my team. Let's concentrate on Man United for a second. So don't worry about Amazon Prime. Hold on. Don't worry about Amazon Prime. Let's concentrate on the fact that you brought a manager in who has been chasing a player who clearly has said that he doesn't want to come. And that is stupid in itself. That's the first thing. If we then move to the fact that
hold on, that's quite clever from De Jong to not want to go, to be fair.
Yeah, no, it is. But I'm talking about from the manager's point. I'm talking about from the manager. I'm giving the manager the blame. So we then go on to the next point.
You know why Lewis is smiling, isn't it?
And then we go to the next point. And now all of a sudden, Eric Ten Hag has got no accountability. It's his first game and so forth and so forth. People can keep saying that I'm saying this and I'm saying that, but at the end of the day, if this was Arteta, everybody will be jumping on him. He's a novice. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's Pep's homeboy. So why is it that Eric Ten Hag is getting away with so much?
All right. I can't believe I'm even going to do this, but let me just back Kaz and United just for a second, though, Lee. Yeah, I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong totally, but this is very similar to the situation that happened with Pep, for an example, when he took over at City. His first season was not a brilliant season because he didn't have the players he wanted. As soon as Pep got the players he wanted, they won the league. So I don't necessarily think that we can just dig out Ten Hag when he's how many? I mean, what? Ericsson and
call yourself a Liverpool fan.
There's three players. Yeah, there's only three players he's got in at the moment.
It's obvious he can't play Ten Hag ball with those ballers, right?
You see
that's
my
what I'm trying to
thing,
tell him. He wants basically, he's saying Ten Hag needs to take blame for that game, and he does need to take blame for that game for the personnel that happened there. But that's what I'm saying. I said that at the start of the video. Like, did I not? It was Ten Hag. I don't know what he was doing with the false nine. But at the same time, the board should have gotten players as well that he wanted prior to that anyways, and got deals done a lot quicker for him because they could have done that. And now there's a whole like conception that we might be paying for the deferred wages and all this crap. Could have done that months ago then, bro. You should have done that ages ago. So long story short, yeah, like you said about the Pep thing, it happened with Klopp when he first took over with Liverpool.
Brother.
It happened with Klopp as well. It happened with Klopp as well in his first season, even though it was like halfway through the season and he didn't have a preparation or nothing. It's happened with Arteta and managers before that. It's happened with a lot of managers before they got their players in, especially as well. Like it happens everywhere, though.
Everyone excuses, but when it was Arteta, no one got any excuse. No,
bro, we're not trying to give Arteta sympathy, bro. Like, why are you playing the sympathy game? No one cares, bro. No one cares about that.
Hold on a second. You now come to this point where you come to the start of the Premier League and you've made no changes. There were players in that team. You know what? Even the sake of, if I say to you, you know what, Fred, forget that. What about your right back? What about your left? Play different players. Why are you still playing Maguire? That clearly shows, to me, you play Maguire shows that you are not a good manager. In my opinion, you play Maguire, you nullify anything. You keep him as your manager, your captain, sorry. That is meant to be your lieutenant on the pitch. Everyone talks about every other manager that makes mistakes, so he needs to take that flack. There are no filings for no one else. We need to focus on the manager. At the end of the day, unfortunately, no one's going to accept it. But at the end of the day, he's the one that's been chasing players that don't want to come to the team and to this league. Well, not even to the league, but to that team. And he's the one that's been out here getting players from his old club. That again, even to me, that shows a little bit of lack of variety. You went for Martinez. You went for Martinez after Arsenal went for him. Again, I don't know. He could have been on the list. He could have been on the list. He could have been on the list. Yeah, he could have been on the list. But my point is, it's like it looked like you only went for Martinez after Arsenal went for him. Which, whatever. Look, again. The board need to take a lot of blame. I'm not saying that, but I'm not going to sit here and let nobody take Eric Ten Hag off the hook. He is on the hook, and everyone was bigging him up. And as I said, Drift, you were saying the same thing, that they're going to have a good season. You can't. If he had won
a season, and people think that.
Okay. If he had won that game, everybody would have been crowning them the Premier League. Well, you already got the kind of off-season, pre-season Premier League trophy. You would have then got the Premier League trophy on Saturday or Sunday, against Brighton. So I now want to take full accountability for the stupidness he did. I'm sorry. He needs
just one thing, Kaz, I'll say quickly that is totally different, right, about the Arsenal and the Man U situation is the reason nobody gave Arteta any blise is because the Arsenal board felt it was a good decision to get rid of a very experienced, successful manager that they didn't back anywhere near how they should and bring in Arteta. So everybody was like, that doesn't make any sense at all. It's like firing a chef and then making the waitress.
My thing isn't even on Arteta, though.
It doesn't make sense. But that's why it's different, though, bro.
Yeah, but my thing is that Eric Ten Hag gets no blame for all the stupidness that he's done.
How can you? The thing is, he can take part of the blame, but the board has to give him the tools to see what he can really do. That's the thing. And sign off. Yeah, he might be shipping. He might be shopping in the Dutch league because the scouting system that we pay millions for have not done their job and gave him any sort of players that he would like to have a look at or anything like that. That's the point. You want to talk about violins, yeah? But everything you talk about when it comes to Manchester United is, but if it's Arteta, bro, there's the violin right there, my brother. So everything's back on Arteta. What about my manager? What about you clearly got a lot of focus on Man United. I'm not against on Man United, but you get very passionate when it comes to Man United, bro.
No,
get it.
I'm picking up directly what you said because you were out here.
No, but I can hold my hands up.
Okay,
bro.
so you were wrong. There you go.
No.
So you were wrong.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I can't judge Ten Hag right now, currently after one game when I'm seeing McFred. I can question the decision. What was you doing there? Like it was a bit of a mad one, but at the same time, the board should have had players in place for the manager to at least have someone else to be going up striker. Marcel gets injured, Cristiano Ronaldo's not fit, Rashford's not really that striker anyways, and so forth and so forth and so forth. So it's only one game, so I can wait. I can wait. All I've had is patience after the last decade.
If you pick Maguire, bro, you don't.
No, I completely agree with you. I don't know. I think Maguire, the whole thing on that is a board thing. I don't think it's a Ten Hag thing because we paid 80 million pounds.
You're not a good manager. Grow some balls.
No. You should know every bro. If you see, this is where you can't. This is where you can't take on United. Yeah, this is where you can't take on United because every club has their politics when they pay for their player, like the Lukaku thing, like the so forth and other things as well. It happens, bro. Yeah, it does, and it's gonna be hardships there, bro.
All right, guys, look, I really did enjoy that, but we have to move on. I knew Man United was going to cause a stir. Actually, in fact, let me just hit up a couple of these supers before we move on to Chelsea. And the boss, big up your damn self, bro, as always. Big up Kopish again, my brother Drift. And again, big up the panel.
Big up my guy.
Great guy.
Every time, big up yourself, bro.
So big up, man, like the boss. All right, you know what? Nice little segue into it. Looking fresh, new man cave and all that. I'm loving it. Chelsea off to a winning start. And going on an absolute football manager madness, bro. I don't know what your policy is for recruitment. It's just teeth whoever everyone else wants and hope Barcelona don't get involved.
But now we're trying to help Barcelona out of their mess. Although I don't know what's happening with this De Jong situation. We're in the same news articles getting recycled day in and day out. It's De Jong's decision at the end of the day. Like, does he want to stay at Barca and either, I don't know if he's being forced to take a pay cut or they're going to try and act like they're going to force him, or I don't even know Barcelona's situation right now, but it seems he wants to stay at Barca. If he leaves, it'll be because he's forced out. And yeah, is what it is on that regard. I'll take him, but if he ends up staying, there's not really much you can do in that situation. That's why I'm not going to talk too much on De Jong, but we're linked with him. We're linked with Aubameyang as well, and they need to get rid of players for if they want to be able to register their players that they have now. And I think even go for Bernardo Silva.
Nope.
Which I don't know how that makes sense, but
nope.
It's Barcelona and they're playing by their own rules. What?
Oh, obviously, I know he's a brilliant player, so you would want him as in he's a brilliant player. But do you need De Jong? Is that where Chelsea need to strengthen in midfield?
Oh, definitely. De Jong would bring us depth in the DM position if he doesn't even already start there, and he would bring us quicker passing in midfield. Our midfield is so slow when it comes to either making passes through to the front three or just trying to turn from defense to attack. We take way too many touches, and I think De Jong at least helps that. Even if we do kind of need a bit more, but there's so many areas of the squad that need strengthening, it's not all going to be done in the space of one window. So to me, if we can get a midfielder, at least one forward, and sort out the centre-back issue, which I think is going to happen with Fofana, even though it's 85 million. We should be fine.
Worth it, by the way.
Yeah, Fofana's a quality, and we need to overpay for a centre-back at this point anyway. As soon as we get our back five sorted, that confirms top four for me. As soon as the back five sorted, so Fofana would do that for me.
Drifts, imagine that confirming top four, eh?
I know, I love it. I love the way he's playing it down. I love it.
Chelsea used to be like every other season.
I've got a lot to say about Chelsea, but
so just quickly,
I am so not surprised by that.
Before bringing everyone else's opinion on the Chelsea situation, Lewis, do you think that your owner is there an element here where he may calm down in a year or two's time once he's settled and his feet are fully under the table and whatnot? But obviously coming in as a new owner, knowing what Abramovich used to be like, do you think he will continue to be like this on a regular basis? Or do you think it is just, he's just got here, so he's literally swinging his dick around because he's trying to show who the big boy is, and then eventually he'll calm down because He's literally playing Football Manager right now. Like, you guys are just putting big boy money down on all these like players or going for. I mean, was it 64 million for Cucurella? World record for a left back. I mean, he's a good player, but that's crazy for me. Like, even City were like, that's too
I know,
much.
but
Why are
we've
we
needed
gonna
to
pay
sort that
top
left-hand
four?
side for the past 5 years.
So
Like, now we got.
now
we have
Do you think he's
Cucurella and
gonna keep on
Chilwell.
doing it, or
No, I think like if Tuchel, I think, is going to be here through this entire transitional period, unless we finish like 15 points off top 4 or some madness like that. So I think he'll spend at this level until Tuchel has a squad that he's comfortable with. And then afterwards, it's just going to be spend where you need to, but also spend smartly. I don't expect us to throw money around the entire time. I think for right now, it's because there's just a lot of work that needs to be put into the squad. Once you build that sort of spine, you can be a bit smarter with your signings all around it. And I'm fine with that either. We don't have to throw money around every year. And even in spite of that, I said throughout the whole of last season, we make enough money based off where we finish in the season, the TV deals, trophy winnings, the loan army, and outgoings as well. So we're never in a position where we're struggling for money or anything like that. I think
you
we're just
waste a
going to
lot,
be
though,
far
bro?
with
I
our
can't
spending.
lie.
What?
You waste a lot, bro. I can't lie. You waste a lot of money.
We have, but it's the old era. I can't really speak too much on their behalf. And if anything, they're the whole reason why we have so many players we're trying to get rid of, and we can't because of their wage structure.
Does somebody let me know, because I don't actually know. If a new manager, if a new owner takes over, right? Surely FFP will still remain, though, because the club are the club. So, like, all the money that you spent under Abramovich, you still have to like equate that into your FFP. Surely, like, Bowley can't just come in and just spend anything he wants because it's like you got a clear slate. Surely, what happened before does have to factor into your last 3
I know, but apparently
years.
we can spend 300 million and still be within FFP. I'm not too sure the reasons behind it, but it's what I've heard.
How the hell?
I don't know. Roman left us debt free.
But no,
So
Roman
maybe that
left
plays
us,
into it.
bro. But genuine question here, off of things I've heard. Yeah, Roman left you debt free, but after Roman left you in that period, did you not like have to pay wages and to do all them things while you were in that period? Did you not have to like
What, the sanction period?
Yeah.
Yeah, Roman was allowed to. Well, there was already money in reserves, but Roman was also allowed to put enough money in to keep Chelsea flowing until it was sold.
Fair enough. It was a genuine question, so fair enough.
The government had to, because they wanted, because like Chelsea still has to go for a decent amount.
The government had
Boris
to.
was taking what, 2.3 billion out of it. Chelsea still have to be at a decent standard, otherwise
the government
if
had
there's
to have
money
no
going
parties.
in, we go bust, or we're
government had
not
to have
allowed
no
in the
parties.
Champions League. Chelsea's value goes down.
Yeah, this government's mad, bro.
Hey, do you know what? I swear down, the only other club I can imagine falling on their feet like that is Man U. Like, Chelsea are so lucky. I swear that to just land on your feet like that, like a cat falling out of a tree.
It won't be every season, though. It won't be every season. They won't get out.
No, but I mean to be debt free.
Yeah,
like, imagine this. They went before this. They were 1.5 billion in debt. They've come out debt free. The owner that's coming is spending money just the same way the old owner used to, and we thought that he wouldn't. Like, and their squad hasn't lost any key players, only the players they don't want anymore, and they're adding players of quality that other teams want, and they're stealing. Chelsea have literally landed on their feet. I don't know how they've done it, but it is the jammiest shit I've ever seen in my life, and that is the reason why.
They said we were going bankrupt. They said we were going bust. No, we're still here.
Mad.
We're still here.
It's mad.
We might find out if Bowley's a fraud then, isn't it? No? Hopefully that's the next step.
That's a very big if. Only time will tell.
If they put a lot of money in now, they might not have to put a lot of money in next season. That's the thing.
Exactly.
You don't know. It's like Liverpool only buying a Nunes now and maybe another player. City don't really need more players every season. We'll see how good Tuchel really is, to be fair. You won't have no excuses after this collection of players.
All the lights are on him. And you know what happens when a new owner comes in, and they want to start flinging their stuff around. You know, Tuchel's going to get off to a bad start. He's going to want big things. You know, apparently, and I saw today, you spent 172 million so far, and you're going to bust through the 200 million pound mark. So I need to know what your clear expectations are for your team, because I don't see any team spending 200 million plus is guaranteeing top 4. I feel, genuinely speaking, and I can even put Arteta in that to that same degree, maybe not as much as Chelsea, but I definitely think that with that, I feel like Chelsea need to be challenging, and I know.
Nope.
No. You can take your chances however you like, but at the end of the day, your manager's been there. This is going to be his second full season. I understand last season was a difficult one, and I take that into consideration. But you cannot spend Lewis. You can't spend £200 million and only want top three. That's
all great without context.
And my last point is, when is he going to start coaching that attack? You can keep talking about the defense, and you said that, and rightly so. He's shown to be a good counter-attacking manager, but when is he going to change it up? When is he going to show that is his tactic? On the main,
we play possession football.
In the main, you're a counter-attacking team, and there are points where you've done the possession, mostly against smaller clubs. But what I want to see from Chelsea now is I want to see a clear identity. I want to see, we know what Man City do. We know what Chelsea do. We know what Arsenal are doing.
Didn't Arteta spend over 300 million?
Exactly. So hear what I'm saying to you.
What's he done?
Currently, Arteta spent 400 million. You're going to spend half of that.
Ain't even got top four yet.
Hold on, Lewis. Hold on. Your manager is about to clear £200 million. If you buy Fofana, you buy De Jong, and you buy another striker, you're going to be close to 300 million. Arteta's going to be spending close to 450 million in 3 seasons. So can you understand where I am now asking you, what are your clear expectations? Because if you're saying to me,
you're not taking
hold on. If you're now giving me the energy back and saying that now Arteta spent 450 million, he needs to be doing better. No, don't move, because why are you scratching your chin? You ain't even got no hair there, brother. So I want to now know. What are you saying?
No,
what are you now saying?
LFC Lee is going in, bro.
I need to see.
I'll wait.
I need some clear expectations, because you can't spend close to 300
I've already
million.
told you, and you're not letting me explain the context.
You're crazy, bro.
LFC Lee.
We're not going to talk about the
spent.
old regime letting £100 million worth of centre backs go for a free, and us having to replace that before we even talk about looking at the other areas of the squad that need addressing. But we're not going to talk about that. No, because it's context. Context needs to be applied.
You know what he's addressing?
We are not winning the league. We are not winning the league. We are not contending.
You know what he's addressing? I can't lie. Yeah, there's about 700 man in here, and there's only 215 likes. Like, I don't know what you man are doing. But
Lewis,
I'm gonna say, I say this every show. Yeah, I say this every show.
What has Arteta been doing? One game a week, and you lot still
hold on. Smash it. Hold on. Let me take over here, please. Smash a like if you want to see Lee put it on Carefree that little bit more.
Listen, get in the way.
Yeah, you know what? Run up the likes if that gets.
Not even just that. Yeah,
cheers, bro. That's all I was doing, Carefree.
I'll put myself in the fire.
Get in the way with murder.
If you're not liking the video, just get out. Just why you still like? I can't lie. Just get out, man.
You heard it, people. You heard it, people.
I'm here for
showing up now.
And football only, bro. I'm here for
again, we're talking about this.
Liverpool's gonna get it.
What about Arteta?
Wait, how are Liverpool gonna get it? You're LFC Lee, bro.
Lewis.
Arteta's been around for longer. He has been given a squad that he actually asked for. Tuchel has only had 3 signings.
Let me get to Arsenal.
Still didn't get top 4 with 1 game a week. So why are we talking about?
Lewis, when we get to Arsenal, I'm going to answer that question. Lewis, when we get to Arsenal, I'm going to answer that question. Hold on. You spent 172 million right now. If you get De Jong, that's 70 million. Let's say if you get Fofana, that's 80 million. You're close to 300 million. Arteta would have spent 400 million, 50 million if we get another centre mid, another winger. So I'm not do the maths. 450 million over 3 seasons and 300 million in 1 season. So I'm
doing the math, and I'm seeing 3 players that Tuchel asked for in the squad, and that's it.
So now you're now going to put it on Bowley. So now you're saying Bowley is the guy that's buying the players.
How am I putting on Bowley? He's been here 3 months.
You're saying he's asked for 3 players. So who's buying the players?
Bro,
apparently you can never be
here for 3 months. We had to start the transfer window late because we were clearing our entire backroom stuff, and you're wondering why we haven't brought an entire new 11 yet.
Lewis. Can you just answer my question? You are going to spend close to £300 million. That's the kind of money that I think about when I'm in the toilet pretending I'm going to win a lottery, and what I'm going to do with that. So now I'm asking you.
Lee, to be fair, you've definitely got a very expensive toilet as well.
I do have an expensive toilet.
Yeah,
but
I know.
I big up for that, Lee. Every single person at some point has been taking a shit, wondering what they would spend their lottery with.
You're used to spending money. 300 million.
How do you not crack a smile, man? And Lee, how do you keep that face, bro? How do you do it? Honestly, it's so straight.
I'm here for
Hi,
football, and I'm answering the question that need to be answered, because at the end of the day, listen, Arteta's going to get it as well. Arteta's going to get it in the back, and I'm going to stick it on
should
myself.
already
pause.
Okay,
the guy,
but
top 4 to Tottenham with 2 games left.
You know what, Lewis? I'm taking accountability. So I'm now saying, look, I believe he should be getting third. You know, I've been saying it, at least third. But I'm now
he should have already got 4th.
Okay,
wait, Lewis, where do you expect if Chelsea do?
I feel like these men need to be next to each
Lewis,
other.
At the end of the day, if you're getting all of these players, you're getting these world-class players, and everyone, and you have also alluded and said that this guy, your manager, is a better manager than most managers. You put him close to Klopp, have you not?
Yeah.
So with the money that he's spending,
above Klopp.
Okay, so with the money that he's spending, and with the players that he's getting in, and with his prestige, he's won the Champions League over Pep. He beat him 3 times in one season. You're spending all of this money. You're getting your new attack. You haven't got this virus with Lukaku.
We might be getting a new attack. There's a lot of ifs, buts, and maybes that you're talking about.
But now, do you know what? Now, what your man needs to do? He needs to start coaching. You know what he needs to do? He needs to find a new way to attack, because if he doesn't get all the players,
he needs new attackers. Once we have a shit.
Okay, but Liverpool haven't got all the players they want, and they're still challenging for
the title. They have a better attack than we do.
But they don't have a better midfield, maybe some people will say. Hold on, Man City.
Our midfield needs a lot of reinforcement
Man
as well.
City don't have the squad that you have, because I even watched the Liverpool show yesterday, which was a great show. Please watch it, guys. And I saw the midfield and the defense that you have. I saw the attack that you have. And it's not bad. And if you add more quality, you now need to stop hiding behind those trophies, hiding behind the past, and you now need to put your finger up and say, do you know what? We are going to challenge.
18 months.
I'm not going to lie, though. You know, Lee,
Arteta's last trophy, if we want to talk about
I'm not going to lie. Hiding behind trophies
last league title,
is kind of mad still. Like,
let's talk about Arsenal's
there's a
last
lot of
European
people wishing
final.
they could do
Again, listen, Lewis, you know the show. You know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Don't shoot the messenger, brother. Don't. It could come
You know, Lewis. You can have the floor to respond. You can have the floor to respond.
Listen, Shai Havertz is doing a lot of hiding, and I just want him to start coming out and stop saying peekaboo. I just wanted to stop.
Hold on. Havertz. Right, look, Lewis. I'm going to give you the floor for 2 minutes.
What do you want me to tell you? I'm not going to hype up players I don't believe in.
I don't want anyone to interrupt you, bro. So go on. Add the context, because we're all fair here. Add the context, bro.
I already said what the context, and it's like we have half a squad of players that Tuchel doesn't like or doesn't want, that we can't get rid of because the old regime put them on overpriced wages. We lost 2 of our 3 best centre-backs on a free. So the first thing we had to do is sort that out before we went anywhere else. And we were late to the transfer window because we had the entire sanctions, bringing Bowley in and clearing our old backroom staff. And we're still trying to find the director of football in other areas of the squad. So I'm not surprised we've only brought in 3 players so far. And there's still plenty of other areas that need to get sorted as well. Like, it's going to take way more than one window.
If you spend that 300 million, then what? If you do get another attacker and you do get that De Jong,
big up, we at Tottenham TV.
Then what?
Then Tottenham in the
top
building.
3
yeah,
and maybe a trophy.
Okay, top 3. Okay.
Yeah, so wait,
We'll
so you're saying
finish higher than Arsenal, I'm sure about that, but like we ain't.
No one cares about Arsenal. I'm talking about your club.
You should be caring about Arsenal. You're the Arsenal fan.
No.
Tell him, Lewis.
Callum, you answer the question then, because you ask the same question.
what's the question? What's the question?
What's the question? You know,
Lee, you should realise, you don't talk about the finances of clubs around me and Callum, because
listen,
we
bro,
try and avoid them.
I can't understand, bro. I can't understand.
You know, I do find it funny that the high spenders in the last 3 seasons are talking about other people's money, because let's keep it up. Arsenal spent more money than everybody.
And Arteta still ain't made top 4, and he's brought more signings that he wants. He's had a full squad.
You see what I do? I put my But when hold on, when it comes
Because
to
you can
Arsenal,
put context, and Arteta still should have done more.
hold on, and you see what I do? I stick it on Arteta when it needs to be. These Chelsea man keep loading him up because he's won the Champions League. But the first season they scraped in the top 4 by 1 point or no 2 points, no 1 point in front of Leicester.
Because Tuchel came in January.
The second season they finished 3 points behind Spurs that had 2 managers. They finished 5 points behind Arsenal, who apparently are rubbish. So now, what is your excuse? You finished third twice. So where's the progression? If you finish third twice, I'm now want to know where's your progression.
The progression was on points. The progression was on points.
So you don't want to win. There's no progression.
We 100% do want to win, but it's about when you give the manager. We're saying, she should have finished higher than third. What did we give Tuchel last season? We gave him 2 players he didn't ask for.
You spent 100 mil. He
didn't ask for Lukaku.
So he can't coach.
It was a board signing.
He can't do anything to improve that.
Can I ask
Lukaku checked out in November and was DMing Inter Milan, ex-players, the owner, the manager, the whole time. Let me just make sure I add the point that Arteta. Aubameyang checked out, so Arsenal weren't expected to do anything anymore. So okay, fine. We're both even.
Yeah, Cal, go on.
I won't say Aubameyang's the reason you lot didn't make top 4.
Come on,
I never said that. You
lot
were playing better without Aubameyang, and you still bottled top 4.
Cal, your mic's a little low, bro. I don't know if your mic's.
Give me 1 sec. Let me make sure the setting.
Craziness, bro. People need to start taking accountability. Bro.
You know, while Cal's sorting out his thing, let me just bring in a couple of these supers. Yeah. That's better. Let me just get through these supers because I know it's going to get all techy and we're not going to be able to get back to it.
Keep
Eric,
smashing like people as well, by the way.
Says, Thomas Tuchel has already won the Champions League, and why does an Arsenal supporter keep on talking? They will never win anything. Arsenal is all.
Why am I hearing this from Arsenal?
Arsenal's next. Lewis, Arsenal's next. You're going to be able to get your comeback.
Shoot the messenger,
and Vex Blazer, big up yourself. Lee reminds me of McGregor. He's been talking the most for years just to get smoked. 300 mil plus just to have a spectacular away night at POAKFC.
Wait, listen, we're gonna keep doing things this season, man. Don't you worry, bro.
Big up, Vex.
Show your face next time.
Yeah, Cal, go on, bro. Go on.
Lee, I can't lie, you're moving, man. And the reason I'm saying, it hurts me to stick up for Chelsea. It does. But let me put into context. When you guys played Liverpool at Anfield,
hold on. By the way, is this an Arsenal section?
No, this is Chelsea. But I'm gonna refer it back.
Arsenal's next. Don't worry.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna chip into that section. Don't worry.
We're gonna get it too. Don't you worry, man.
But you see, when we beat you at Anfield last season, we beat you 4-0, right?
Yeah.
The first goal was from a set piece. Couldn't really do much. It was a set piece on the play. Do you remember the second goal that we scored? Jota's goal. Yeah.
That was poor keeping. Poor keeping.
No, it was Tavares.
No, that was the League Cup. Sorry, apologies. Yeah, that was the League Cup.
Yeah, there was a few wins last season. But
Okay.
Tavares tried to run out from left back through midfield and got caught on the ball.
Yep.
If I was to turn around and say to you, that's on Arteta because he can't coach a defense, you'd turn around and say, but he can't do anything about that individual mistake, right?
Yeah, we're getting an echo, guys. I don't know who it is. We're getting an echo from somewhere.
Look at everyone without headphones, not me.
That's
my and sorry, people. Smash a like if you think it's Lee.
It's definitely not me, bro. I'll tell you that much.
I just want some likes, bro.
So
wait,
the
one
reason I
second.
said that, Lee, is because if you look at Chelsea,
let me just move people one by one just to see where it's coming from.
We talk about their attack and that. In my opinion, I don't think that can be blamed on Tuchel because the amount of chances I saw Chelsea bottle,
I think it's you still.
It might be Kaz still.
Whether it be Pulisic.
How could it be me? Wait 1 sec. My screen don't even have audio. Like
I don't know, but he muted you and it disappeared.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I muted you,
well.
actually, it's gone now. It's
fan.
gone.
It's gone. All right, cool. No one.
But the reason why I say you can't really blame Tuchel is because the amount of chance I saw Lukaku, Werner, and all these people miss, there's only so much coaching can do. And I'll even bring it back to Liverpool. Again, love Henderson before anyone tries to come for Henderson. But there's only so much Klopp can do to coach him. Henderson's not going to pick up the ball surrounded by 3 men and dribble out of that situation because.
But Cal, then that means you can't say that Arteta bottle. That means you can't say Arteta bottled top four.
No, I can because there's more context to the Arteta thing because you guys specifically.
You were 4 points clear of Spurs with 2 games left.
No, but to be fair on Arsenal though, they got rid of Aubameyang and the board never got a replacement striker.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
Hold on. Arteta still, as you say, Lee, could have coached them if that's the case.
Okay, but
do you see what?
Do you see? You're proving my point.
No, but wait. But he also played Xhaka left back. He also played players like Xhaka left back. He's playing players out of position.
Yeah,
and that's why you got in the situation you got into.
Yeah, and why was that? Because of injuries and because the ball didn't buy those players.
But Chelsea lost their 2 most players last season.
No one says anything about Arteta. And again, it's not about Arteta love fest because I'm not here for that. I'm talking about where other managers get no flack whatsoever, and everybody's just the bantering with the Arteta. This and that.
No. Well, I give it to Tuchel as well.
Going off. So when I talk about, everyone thinks, it's about Arteta. It's not about Arteta. I'm talking about managers taking accountability for their actions, and therefore this the same thing with Klopp. You lot have spoken about that. There are no excuses. I don't bring no excuses for Arteta, but everybody is bringing excuses for Eric Ten Hag. Everybody's bringing excuses.
But it's early. We can't.
Everybody's bringing excuses.
He's obsessed, bro. He's
obsessed.
I'm
a big
absolutely.
I probably hate Man United more than anyone else on this panel. Probably do. I cannot sit here and say anything about Ten Hag. That club is in a mess. That's like me being given a shovel to go and paint a wall, bruv. I can't paint a wall with a shovel.
The only thing we can blame Ten Hag for is taking the job.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's the only thing we.
The stipulations before, but my thing is,
Arteta had one competition to worry about from January to May.
My whole thing, and you know what? You're right. True. You're right. Again, you're correct with all of this. But I am now coming back to Tuchel because we're talking about Chelsea. So when it's about Arteta, you can go. But you can go in and
let's move on. Let's move on. Then,
what's Tuchel done?
Let's talk about it then, Lee.
I've explained about the whole.
You never walk alone at the training ground.
Yeah, look, he did all of these.
Talk to me.
Look, again, these are things which invented things.
Man got the photographer to do a team talk for the North London derby, and we're comparing him to Tuchel.
And he brought the Liverpool speakers, stereos, and that sort of
stuff. I'm not gonna lie, mate.
He'll never walk alone for 90 minutes.
It's a good feeling to know he's got Liverpool PTSD. Still, I can't even lie.
No, listen, it happens. Man. Like, look, at the end of the day,
what is right,
guys? That's what he ever says, guys. If you do this, guys. Okay, guys, this is what we're gonna do, guys.
Liverpool last season were a very, very top team. They're probably the first or second best team in Europe. That's fair to say. Look. Part of it, you got to admit, it's for show. It's for the TV. It's for views. That is part of it. Part of it as well, I would say 70-80% is him trying something different. Whether it works or not is something, obviously, it clearly didn't work because we lost 4-0, we lost 2-0, and we lost, what was the other score we lost against you?
2-0 and 4.
4, yeah. So, look,
we lost scored since 2020 against
Jota is inevitable.
It's great. But at the end of the day, look, like, what do you want to say? I've said to you, I've put it on the line. I've said we have to finish third. And I've said,
let me stop you there.
And we have to get Europa League as well.
Guys, we're at Anfield right now. Mentality, get in the game.
Why do you think you'll finish third?
My reasons.
What's changed from last season?
Do you think you never walk alone with playing on the coach?
Listen, are we gonna? No.
Listen, I'm asking serious questions here.
And they celebrated because they were on the coach, not walking.
I'm here to talk football.
You've gone from competing in one trophy as Lewis said, from January to the end of the season, and you struggled with that. You're now in the Europa. Now, granted, you've improved the squad.
Mm-hmm.
But what's to say you can manage Thursday, Sunday when we've seen what it's done to you in the past, and now you're having to do it when there's more competitive teams such as Liverpool, City, Tottenham, and Chelsea. And if Man United are able to click in some way, shape, or form,
they're not.
They may be able to. Yeah.
Hey, Lewis, I see what you did there.
But to be fair on Arsenal, their first 11's not that far off competing against top 6 and getting a result these days. Like their first 11, but they're obviously Oh my word! Oh my word!
That stuff don't banter me, bro. I'm not that bothered about that stuff, bro. Honestly, that's what everybody else, bro.
Is that cauliflower next to it?
That's what everybody else,
Lee, Lee, can I ask you a question?
That is for everybody else.
Lee, when you said earlier in the group that you got gassed after watching the Arsenal All or Nothing, are you watching the wrong season, bro? Are you sure you're not watching? Have you not seen? Are you sure you haven't seen Arteta stood next to Pep?
You know what I liked about it is it's nice to see. It's nice to see the background of a club. Everybody wants to know more about the club.
I like it. I respect him. I respect him.
Everybody wants to know why people do things. What are people's roles in the club? And
depends what they're doing.
Listen, and you know what? Again, you know what's nice about that? You know what's nice about that? It's nice to hold people accountable. Whether you like it or not, it's nice to hold people accountable. And at the end of the day, now we know what people are doing. When they're not doing their jobs, people like Man United, what they're not doing, we can hold people accountable. We know what they're doing. We know their roles. And that's what was nice to see. It's nice to see that he's done a stupid thing. And look, everyone can take the mick out of Arteta because he did the whole Liverpool thing. Fine, listen, that is, I couldn't care less about that, bro. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm now looking at this season. I wanted him gone last season, but he's not. So that's why I don't get into the whole Arteta in, Arteta out.
Should you have picked a different legend to be your manager, Lee?
Hi, Matt. Hi, Drifty. Just wanted to send my regard and enjoy the summer.
I told you, you're never going to get me on that, bro. You're never going to get me on that. Never.
Hey, wait, how do you not know Vieira?
Never going to get me.
No, we don't know him. We just got him on there for Lee's sake.
Never, bro. You're never going to get me on that. Look, at the end of the day, look, all I can say, unfortunately, Lewis, unlike you, I can say that my manager now needs to pull his pants up and do some work.
Because he has a squad full of players.
He went in the back of him.
It's as simple as.
All right, all jokes aside, Lee, we speak about the top 11, the starting 11, because I keep on hearing that from Arsenal fans. The starting 11's mad. The starting 11's mad. We can compete with Liverpool and City. Can you, though? Because, again, no disrespect. When I look at your starting 11, it's good.
Yeah.
But, and again, it's going to sound really arrogant.
No, it's not. No, it's not, bro.
But what I will say, though,
it's not.
But
Salah scores 4 goals in all 3 of that front line.
What I will say is that there are a lot of players that, again, you won't rate, but there are a lot of someone like Tsimikas. A lot of other teams will think, that he's good, but he's overgassed by
Liverpool. Don't you dare say El Nani. You dare say.
Or someone like, and again, El Nani's there as a 4th choice player.
No, but I asked you,
backup. So
can you name? Because I could probably go through our team, and with all due respect to your team, maybe, in fact, I'd say quite confidently, there's not one position in your team where one of your players
that's poor from you, because football's not about who's going to fit into your team.
Don't start that. Don't start.
So that's poor, man. That's poor. Come on.
No, but that's what I'm saying, Lee.
You're better than that, bro.
No, but if we've got a better 11 than you, and we've got a better manager, and we've got a better philosophy, Man City are the same.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Chelsea have got a better manager. And again, in my humble opinion, they've got a better 11 than you guys as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Tottenham, in my opinion, have got a better manager and a better 11 than you guys as well.
Yeah.
So they're competing in Champions League this season. You're competing in Europa, which historically has been the hardest competition to actually compete in alongside the Premiership.
Mm-hmm.
What makes Arsenal fans so confident they're going to get 3rd? I don't. And again, even the Palace result, very good result, not taking anything away from it. First 25 minutes,
the season before that, we would have probably lost.
No, I get it. But the first 25 minutes, you're excellent. But again, let's not act like Palace didn't have their chance and could have scored. And your second goal was a poor bit of defending.
Yeah, but you're doing ifs, buts, and maybes. What was the result, though?
No, absolutely right. But again, I just don't understand where Arsenal fans have gone from going, it's going to take a little transition to, we're finishing 3rd now.
Jesus,
I'll be honest.
As soon as they got Jesus, that was when the gas started.
I'll be honest with you. Most people, especially on YouTube, I've not heard anyone say the top 4, top 3 thing. I've heard a lot of say 4th at a push, top 5.
That's my Arsenal friends, brother.
Fair enough. But
they bombard me.
For me, what I will say is, as I said to you, look, I'm looking at the manager to make progression now, and again, we look at Eric Ten Hag. People thought he was going to come in and do amazing things, and he may not. We look at the thing with Tuchel. The jury's out for me. I'm not sitting here saying that he's the Messiah, because unfortunately he scraped top 4 the first season. He got top 4 the second season, and that was at a push. And now we're here again. And all I'm saying is, I want to see,
bro. He won champs.
Yeah. Look, okay, you know what? It's nice. They won
With
the
a
Champions
Havertz, Mount, and Werner front three.
Yeah,
By the
listen,
way,
and now look what Shai Havertz
That
is doing.
deserves
And
a
now look
Puskas
at
award
Timo
for
Werner's not
itself.
there. And now look at your midfield. So look, there are again. if
All right,
you
Lee,
can't-
is it fair to say?
Hold on.
Is it fair to say Tuchel's a cup manager then? Because he does
It could-
brilliantly
it
in
could-
all
Yeah,
the
no.
cup
Like, I could
competitions.
understand the
It
debate
could
over
be.
that, and Tuchel doesn't need to beat that stigma that he isn't really cut out for the league. I agree on that. That's a fair debate to have.
Yeah.
To say like, oh, like this is make or break for Tuchel or anything when he's only had 3 signings.
Listen,
in 2 seasons.
listen. You know what?
I think it's all
Lewis,
mad.
my issue was when I asked you if you spend 300 million, you said you're only challenging for third, which I think is ludicrous. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe second if Liverpool drop off, but that's it. And I don't
Okay.
anticipate that
Okay,
either.
look, you did. There was no look at a cup. There was no. For me, as I said to you, I'm saying. For me, I said by default.
Yeah, no, cup competitions. This goes without
by
saying. I think we can
default,
go for any.
if I go through the team, Man City, I think are going to be on another level. I think
Thank
Liverpool, unfortunately, whether you like it or not, I feel like you've regressed with the likes of Mane. And you know I don't rate Pune, so I'm never going to start changing now. It's not going to happen. I do
you're
think
going to
Klopp's
regret that one.
I do think Klopp's doing things which are a bit Wengerish, and I've said this before. It's a little bit strange what he's doing at this moment in time. Whether or not your team gets another centre midfield is another issue. But we're not going to concentrate on Liverpool because Liverpool are way better than us, and I acknowledge that, and I accept. And so are Man City. And you man know this. And I've said
Thank you.
a couple of weeks ago, I said if you get Diaz scoring 15 goals, you're going to win the league. That is what I remember. I said that.
Clip
So
that
my
as
thing
well.
isn't with Liverpool and Man City. My issue is with the whole bigging up of Spurs and the whole bigging up of Chelsea. And I'm looking at these managers and I'm looking at these teams and I'm saying they're new to the league. They've still got these people and these players. It's a new season. They still have to prove things. They still need to prove things. For me, I'm sorry, but they still need to prove. So does Arteta, and the pressure is on. He's spent 400 million pounds. He's got his team now. He has to show progression. He's shown progression, a little bit of progression from last season. Listen, let's see. Look, it's only going to happen by one way. And at the end of the day, I'm not sitting here saying that Arteta's the Messiah. This is what people keep going off on and saying that I'm going off like I'm bigging up Arteta. I'm not. But I'm holding him accountable because I support Arsenal. This is the Arsenal. And I believe that we should be doing better than just hoping for fourth. And at the end of the day, it's going to show out in the light. And if it happens, then I'm going to look like the guy that was right. And everybody in the chat hopefully has to say sorry to me. If it doesn't happen, Arteta needs to go because you can't.
And you'll get smoked. And you'll get smoked.
And I get smoked. And I get smoked. And I get smoked. And I'm happy to do that because I'm writing checks that Arsenal need to check. That's it. That is simply it. And at the end of the day, I hold my hands up if I'm wrong. Listen, I ain't hiding. I'm holding him accountable to his stuff. And look, we're here, man. Like it is what it is. Bro.
I mean, I rate that, Lee. Don't get me wrong. I rate that, and I get what you're saying. But how do we go from we give him the ratings for doing what you believe he should be accomplishing to he's got to go? Surely there's got to be like a grey area or a middle ground. How do we go from that to that? Like,
because
needs to be held accountable.
Because as Lewis has said, he's been here 3 seasons. The first season, okay, we're not even going to add that in because he finished. It was halfway through the season. We had such a poor, rundown, messy squad that was from the likes of obviously Lundberg for a couple of games, Emery, and obviously Wenger.
So it takes time to fix up a squad from numerous other managers. How the tables have turned.
And Wenger that was there, yeah. So I'm not gonna the 8th place finish, fine. I'm adding that in there, but fine. The second
I can't
season,
wait for Arsenal Chelsea.
the
You know?
second
Oh my
season,
God.
the second season was poor.
None
By
of
the
us
way,
can wait for any
by
of
the
our
way, that
teams
is
against
the
Arsenal.
same team that we beat last season 4-2. So look, it happens. But
But,
look, at the
but
end
when
of the day-
Tuchel has a team filled with players from a counter-attacking, a possession-based, and a defensive system, we're just going to ignore it.
again, but look,
It's cool. It's cool. I've heard what I need to hear.
I can't
It's cool.
argue. I can't argue with a man that doesn't want to take accountability, bro. I really can't. Bro.
Lee.
It's
All I
what
want
it
to know
is.
is,
It is what it is.
listen to the
can't, bro.
people. But first
And I love
foremost,
Lewis, bro. I just want.
Yeah, it's all love anyway.
Lewis, everyone knows that, so it's never that. But the beard thing, I don't know why you're stroking your beard, bro. There's nothing there, brother. What's going on?
Hey, bruv, leave
Scratching my
beards alone,
chin, am
bruv.
I not allowed
He's
to do
not
that?
talking about me.
I ain't got no hair, but I ain't gonna touch my head, bro. What's going on?
I was just
Shave
about
the
to
full
say
back.
when we're bald and that hairline's impeccable like Lewis's, you can't say nothing, Lee, because
Oh, but
that's an
listen,
impeccable
man,
hairline.
I
Just
just think
enjoying it while
Arsenal-
it's still here. Innit?
Arsenal needs to get. I said by default. I said the Spurs thing, and I think like with the Europa League, it can be swings and roundabouts. It can be a good thing or a bad thing. We don't have to concentrate on it
Is that
until we
Costa?
get to the latter round. So, look, man, like, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I
Hey,
don't
bro,
even see it.
sometimes hereditary, bro. You can't fight the caster. Oh, don't even do nothing about it, bro.
It's not the fact he's got it so close to the.
Sometimes the DNA says, I don't care what you're using, you're going bald, bro.
Gone, man. It ain't coming back. It's gone, bro.
It is done, it's done. But you know what? You've been waiting patiently, and let's get on to the champions now, because obviously they do deserve their moment in the sun. I must admit, I'm actually really annoyed that you lot got the win, not just because you got the
No
win.
shit,
after
bro. You
getting
spell
the-
Liverpool. You're not going to celebrate it, are you?
but here's the wickedest thing. The main reason is I don't think a lot of people have noticed that that's one of the hardest away games of the season. So not only did you get the win after us not winning, you have now got one of the hardest games out the way that
can I
will
just-
now become a stumbling block for other teams at later on in the season. So talk, bruv. You got the win.
Right.
Talk to me.
So, with all due respect, and Lee, you don't need to jump back in when I say this, but I will also throw it out there. Arsenal also had a very difficult away game that
They
they
did.
made light work of. So,
They
and
did.
that is valid.
Palace away is difficult.
Palace. I'm talking from City point of view. Palace away has always been a difficult one. So, but yeah, as a City fan, 100%. You know, before we played them 3 games ago, we played them at the London Stadium. So
Yeah.
and that was, I went into the game a little bit worried because I was thinking, you know what, Community Shield, we didn't look amazing. I'm not going to say I'm not going to be reactionary and say we looked awful, but we looked like, you know what, we haven't played enough preseason games. We don't know how to play with Haaland yet. All the normal kind of reactionary stuff that all my other City fans calm me down on. But then as soon as the game started, West Ham didn't play the same as they did 3 games ago. And it was very interesting. Like, I'll admit, I was doing a watch along. I was very sad I was doing a watch along and not at the game. It was hard, but I did it and it was good fun. But I had maybe a little bit too much to drink, and I was to calm my nerves. And
a Man City fan nervous sounds mad to me.
Bro, I can talk you through the nerves. So firstly,
opening games are always nervous.
Well,
for
we
anyone,
start,
dude.
especially as a City fans, we generally start the season kind of not all that.
All right, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you do. Fair enough.
And also, to be fair, last time we played them, it was 2-2, and there was Mara's penalty miss. It was 2-0 at half time. They pressed us really well in the first half. But they played different. And it was only when I took a step back after the watch along and really thought about it and thought, is this how teams are going to play us now? Because they're worried about leaving space for Haaland to run into.
Yeah.
And pretty much that is what it was. But the midfield of Gundogan, like, all right, we had Ake at the back, which I wasn't overly, but it is what it is. With Laporte and Stones, I'm kind of getting used to the fact that we're going to expect that Ake is going to be stepping in sometimes for whatever. Till them two, Laporte's carried an injury from the back end of last season. Stones, I don't know with. But the midfield of Gundogan, Rodri, and De Bruyne, that was pivotal because we had a front 3 of Grealish, Haaland, Foden, never played together. Foden playing on the right where, admittedly, he hasn't played too often. So to have that solid midfield behind them, for me, was key because that's the type of midfield that I generally, going into most games, want to see because it's just ball retention all day long. And we looked good first half, but the key thing is, actually, I need to stop here right now. I need to stop here. There's 375 likes and there's 714 people watching. I don't know about you lot, but I'm not happy with that. And on Kop-Ish, we can't accept that. We're not accepting that anymore.
Yeah, what's this Timo Werner conversion rate? Run the lights up.
Come on,
and now he's gone. Lewis is gonna be dishing out the Werner slander.
Yeah, now I can be honest. Well, I was already honest about him, but now no one can chat.
Yeah, come on, guys, smash the like
people,
button.
Guys. Last time we said this, it rocketed up, and you don't realize how much it helps. Yeah. You just tap that little thumb below where you're watching us and turn it dark grey. It takes about 2 seconds, 1 second, yeah. And it helps so much because it pushes it. 5 likes will probably push it to an extra 20 people. Yeah. So if you imagine, just get it over 5. We need to be hitting 500 minimum because this show right here deserves 1,000 watchers every single week.
Come
By
on,
the end
hit
of the
that
season,
5
I
like
want
Arsenal.
3,000, 4,000. That is, and
just
you know
don't
another
promise
reason?
anything about Shai Havertz scoring more goals than anyone else in the league.
I am the last person that will
This
make
guy's
that
going to make
promise.
it so
I
hard
promise
for
you
me to keep backing Zinchenko and Jesus. I swear down. Right, but
Also,
just
sorry
to cut you,
Go on,
Dap. Sorry to cut you.
go,
Just
go.
adding on what Dap says as well, though, guys, in the comment section, please, if you're watching, go and support the guys on the panel as well.
100%.
They have taken time out of their schedules, their evenings to come and give you guys content and to help this channel. Please, I can't stress enough how much time consuming this can be. Please go and support them, guys, because without them, this is not a show. So go and support them. Their links are there. Their titles are on the screen. Go and run up their channel for subscribers and likes as well. Support everyone, people.
And the last bit of massaging between a Man City fan and Liverpool fan, right, is people in the comments as well. This is true talk here. You are blessed to be part of a community like Kopish, because I never found a learning from Kopish about having a community that's so blessed. I didn't want to come on this show initially, like last season, because I was worried as a City fan coming on a Liverpool channel, yeah. But the community is so blessed. They make sure there's no disrespect to any of you. So people, just keep running up those likes and be blessed that you are part of this community. Now, back to the champions. Callum, right? And you, Drifty, as well, although I know you kind of, you're like 51% Liverpool and 49% City.
Raw.
I mean, I'm just talking on behalf of your community. Well, I mean, you know, someone has to join Lee in that shameless corner right now. So
Listen,
Well, Lee's 70% Liverpool, isn't he?
Listen, bro. Listen, I told you, I'm going to do season by season right now, man. But you know what, Kaz, you should take up from my book because your club is in the mud.
Oh, wait. You can't tell me anything that's going to affect me like right now. I've known this for the last decade, bro. So it's all right.
Okay. You keep supporting.
You know when
them,
you've
bro.
heard it all before, you just go numb.
Listen, bro, I told you, I was in a new country, bro. New country, new team, bro.
Wait. What happened? So did you? So wait, what? Did you actually support somebody else?
Nah,
Bro, what happens in another country stays in another country.
Exactly that, bro. You get me,
Oh,
bro.
it's the
Like,
summer. It's the holiday with the man, them, innit?
So
Nah,
he
man,
went on
we
holiday
fucking
because apparently
broke, man.
Liverpool's a
Like,
holiday.
listen,
Yeah,
bro.
you went to Liverpool on holiday and you
No,
supported Liverpool and you came out of that country.
basically, he was in Dubai. Someone saw him wearing an Arsenal shirt, and
No, and you know what it is? I think you know
well,
what
I
it
had to
is.
switch it up real quick.
I saw
So
Van
wait, what
Dijk.
actually-
Yeah,
what-
I saw Van
Oh,
Dijk in
okay.
Dubai, and I was like, nah, bro. I just gotta do Liverpool for a minute, bro. Like the man was just, I know homo, but he's gorgeous, bro. I ain't nah.
I love how shameless you can be with that. That's how confident he is in his skin.
Aye, listen.
And do you know
Wait, so
what?
wait,
If that's the effect he has, then we need to be sending Van Dijk out to Holland to get us Anthony.
Listen,
We need
No,
to be
don't
like,
send
we
him
just gotta
Holland. Bro, don't send him Holland. Just send him Old Trafford. It's the same shit nowadays.
Look, there's no one there we want, bro. There's nobody that.
So wait, what's it called? Wait, so you supported Liverpool for like a day or so, or two because you, or it's just
No. It was a
bullshit.
good 4,
Yeah,
5,
yeah.
6, 7 months.
yeah, man. I
Wait,
was
what?
done
So
with
you was
that
out in
stuff,
Dubai
bro.
for that long, and then you started supporting Liverpool?
I think
What,
this
say
is
again?
banter, Cass. I think you're taking it a bit too literal.
Yeah, man. It was all jokes.
No,
man. It was all jokes.
Oh, I
bro.
thought, no, I actually thought I was a bit.
I mean, I
serious.
don't know how much of a joke it is to get a shirt, but
What shirt?
we moved. We move.
No, hey, listen, Drift,
We
we
move.
can all start spreading lies. We can all start spreading lies, bro. Don't you start lying on my name, bro.
Right.
Don't
I
you
heard
So
man
wait.
asking me like, "Yo, is a large tight? Like, do I need a bigger size?"
Oh, have you man? Have Liverpool got a shirt in pink? Because Arsenal always has a pink one. Have you man got a pink one? Because pink kind of suits me still.
We got a little pink on last season's away one, but you know what I mean. We moved.
Right. So back to the champions. Yeah. So I was nervous, and then the penalty happened, and salute to Haaland because he did create the penalty himself as well.
Terrible goalkeeping, though.
Yeah, it was. Shit happens. Angle that you shouldn't really be doing things like that, to be fair. But against Haaland, who knows? But then the penalty, and we're talking of nerves. Now, as a City fan, anyone that's a City fan, you know about City with penalties. Anyone that's a Liverpool fan, you know about City with penalties, because I know you watch most of our games, even from now, hoping for points to be dropped. And I'll be honest, I couldn't watch. Like it's evidence. I was looking up, thinking, no, Haaland, and it wasn't just a case of everything. I forgot it was Haaland. I didn't know he was taking that penalty. It was now a Manchester City player taking a penalty. Doesn't matter if it's Haaland. Doesn't matter if it's Balotelli, who once said, "Does a postman celebrate when he puts a letter through the door about taking penalties?" Yeah, because that's how. It doesn't matter. It's Man City. We miss penalties. Yeah. And then he just slotted it in so coolly. And it was like, why am I doubting this man? Hold on. Why am I doubting this big, blue, sexy, robotic Viking bastard? Yeah. And then West Ham had to step forward. They had to. And that is where we saw what can happen this season. And a week ago, people were saying, oh, City don't know how to play with a number 9. Well, salute to Pep that in 5 days, we know how to play with a number 9. And this is why, one of the big reasons why I think Haaland chose City. He knows, yeah, that if he wants to live, if he wants food put on his plate to gobble up, yeah, then join City, because Kevin De Bruyne will put food on your plate. And for me, I don't know how much, I've obviously deeped the goal more than anyone else, right? When De Bruyne played the pass through, understand, a lot of strikers will take a first touch and they'll move the ball away from the goal, or they'll have a dodgy first touch. Haaland did not touch the ball. The weight on the ball was so perfect that Haaland just allowed the ball to keep rolling, looked at his angle and thought, hold on, this is on my right. I need this on my left. So I'm just going to allow the ball to keep moving, and I'm just going to step to the right, open my body up and bang. And it was like, I've been waiting about 3 years since Aguero kind of stopped playing to see this again. Someone threw one-on-one. Sorry, this is a shot at you, Carefree. Someone one-on-one. Raheem and managed to actually put the ball in the back.
I thought you were just going for a whole attack there. Fair enough.
Do you know what? I was going to ask. Do you think you know that that ball that Thiago though? Do you think that's what upside Thiago? Do you think that ball that De Bruyne did? Do you think that's what Liverpool thinks that Thiago can do?
Whoa. Let me jump in.
Listen, bro. Leave us alone.
That's what Thiago. Do you think that Liverpool fans?
It's like you, man. It's like you, man, and Odegaard, though, isn't it? Let's be real. You, man, big up Odegaard.
We don't switch it back to you, man. Let's switch it back to them, man. It's cool. You two.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of times they've took like Real Madrid rejects. I mean, El Nenny's getting new contracts. There's man them having parties they shouldn't be having.
I'm just going to leave it here.
What are we talking about?
Milner still walks into your midfield.
I highly disagree, but okay.
Who stops him?
You know what? This is actually
his
mad.
asthma attack.
It's actually mad that is a fact that Milner walks into Arsenal midfield.
You can tell all the fake stories you like, brother.
He becomes a
who stops him playing at Arsenal then, Lee? On a real, who stops Milner playing?
You're gonna tell me all kind of folk stories, but listen, man, I was just asking the question.
No, we just want you to let us know who stops Milner playing in your midfield.
Milner can't even play half a game, so let's not.
Well, you know what? To be fair, To be fair, right.
Listen,
So,
stop
firstly, you don't need to do that between City and Liverpool. We don't need no.
I was just
It will-
asking,
No,
do you think
Lee,
that
it will be
do you
organic
think
because
that
at the end of the
Bruyne
season,
pass is what
Right.
Liverpool fans think Thiago does on a
Well,
on a
you
weekly?
tell me, Lee, because he set up Jota's first goal at the Emirates last season.
Listen. Listen. Even a broken
Everyone
clock
does
is right
for
twice a
the-
day, man.
in exactly the same
Even a
fashion.
broken clock is right twice a day. I don't know, man. I don't know. I was just
You know
asking questions, man. I'm here to ask
Lee, no,
questions.
Lee,
Imagine your
Lee,
midfield
Lee,
having Lukonga, Xhaka, El Neni, and then you talk
El
about
Neni,
Thiago.
Oh
How
no,
do-
man.
What
No,
the
can
hell?
I just
That's
say
like driving a Ford Fiesta that's like
Oh,
from
no, man.
2009, like
no.
2001. We're
Questions
talking about
need
somebody
to be
just
asked.
pulled out with a brand new Range Rover.
You know what, Jude?
Like, what's going
Questions
on?
need to be asked. You want to shoot the messenger all you like, bro, but at the end
We're
of the
not
day,
shooting
bro,
the messenger, bro. You're hanging
is
out the
what it is.
passenger side of a Ford Mondeo 99 talking
Man-
about someone else's
But
Ferrari,
you know what?
bro.
You see what you
Man
missed?
saying
I'm
I
still
don't
in a
want no
car,
pigeons.
And you're walking, brother. You see what you missed there?
More like I don't want no
Oh,
El Nenis.
I'm getting to my destination before you.
Jesus.
Just like Milner.
It's true.
My man is
Haaland
walking.
my
My
Haaland
midfield
actually
is
does look
breathing.
like Margin
Let's
Boot.
move.
Do you know
Yeah,
what? though?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
true.
It is a bit
It actually
mad.
looks like
Lee,
Super Boot.
Lee, send your shots to Carefree and Cass. What'll happen is, probably about 20, probably about 18, 19, maybe even 20 games before the end of the season, the Liverpool City rivalry will become very organic because they'll be first and second. So don't worry about us two teams. Now,
How many points?
Milner-
By
I
20
can't believe we
games,
got to get lumped in with this.
but sorry, Carefree, I agree with you, bro. Give you one more season.
We should be on our own little limbo area.
But joking aside, the Milner thing's relevant because I've been saying this to Arsenal fans for years about Milner, yeah. And I fucking hate Milner now, but I used to like Milner. Milner's last season at City was one of our best players. But he did what he did. He chose the red side and he said a few things. So it is what it is. However, if you're a City fan, if you're a Villa fan, if you're a Leeds fan, if you're a Liverpool fan, you will rate Milner, right? I've asked Arsenal fans about Milner. Oh, shit, it's boring, but that's what you need to win leagues, bro. And do you know what, Lee? To be fair, you've just gone and grabbed one of them in Zinchenko, bro.
I know. I bet a younger version. So I just asked a question.
So-
Because let's stick on. Let's stick on.
No,
let's
it's
stick on
relevant.
what the
It is
question was I
relevant.
was.
It is relevant, Callum. It
Do
is.
you think that De Bruyne pass is what Liverpool fans think Thiago is, and no one's
Do you
answered?
think
not what
that's
we
what
think,
Odegaard?
it's what
Do
we
you think that's
know.
what
If
Odegaard's
no
got in his?
one's
Two
answered
different.
it,
It's
They're
Odegaard got
two
that.
different. They're two different players though.
If
One's
no
a
one wants to
centre
answer
mid,
it, let's
one's more
move on.
attacking midfielder. Like
Yeah.
particularly, he's more of an advanced
Listen,
eight. Thiago's not an
listen.
advanced eight.
I just want to like. No one wants to answer it. So
What
let's.
about
move on.
And
Odegaard? What
Thiago
about
provides
Odegaard,
those
though?
passes on a regular basis. So I really don't even understand what the real discussion should be is. And Kaz, I'll bring you in on this one. It's funny how all we do is grill your midfield, generally speaking, because even you don't like it. But we talk about the fact that it involves Bruno. It involves
Look, Freduno,
what's the guy you got from Ajax again? What's his name again, sir? I've forgotten his name.
And the
Martinez.
beat.
Yeah, Van der Beek.
Oh.
Yeah. So you got Bruno, you got Van der Beek, you
Just
got
call him Donny.
McTominay, and you got Fred. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm
Eriksen.
taking that midfield over Arsenal's.
No fucking way.
No
No way.
Moving mad.
No
bro.
way. You know what? No, actually, you know what?
I'm telling
I'm
you
not
now.
joking.
Tell me an Arsenal midfielder on Van der Beek or Bruno's level.
But-
Tell me
okay,
any of
can
those
I just
any of
say
those
one
Arsenal midfielders.
I'm not
Okay.
joking.
Callum,
Just
Callum,
before we do this, can I say this is genuinely trash v garbage?
It is.
No, it is.
Like-
It
Do
is.
you know what? Do you know
but
what?
if you
I, do
mix
you
it-
know what
if
I
you
don't
mi-
like
if-
about the whole football world is, and kid, Kaz, I feel like you might even
Arsenal?
agree with me. I feel
Go
like
on.
people always go off names. They only go off
Yeah,
like a
that's-
reputation.
that's
They
mad.
don't look at a footballer. They don't look at what a player's doing right now. So
No,
everyone's
I am,
going,
bro.
"What-
You're
what-
talking about your two
Nah,
clubs.
So
What's
genuinely-
Xhaka done? What's Lukonga done? I'm looking
I'll
at it.
be
I'm
real, man.
asking questions.
Okay,
Xhaka, Thomas, they walk into United.
Party
midfield.
doesn't play for Arsenal.
No.
until
You
further
know
notice.
what? Yeah. On my notice, yeah, I'm not joking.
Come on,
If we
bro.
muddled up our midfield, yeah, and went for as we can't really stand, a Garner, Ericsson, and Van der Beek midfield, I'm taking that over Arsenal's current midfield. I can't lie, I'm taking it. If that works, I think that works better because I just don't think they got a DM. That's the only reason being.
Bro,
Like, they don't actually have
is
a
Leicester's
six.
midfield better than Arsenal's?
Yes.
Yes.
If they keep everybody, yes.
Well, it does. And Tielemans, Madison, but that doesn't
Listen,
scream
no one
energy to
answered
me.
my
Madison ain't
question, so
running,
let's
and
move on,
Tielemans
man.
ain't running.
Don't worry. When Arsenal not relevant right now.
Oh no, all right. I'll answer your question, Lee, regarding
We
Thiago.
love him.
Right?
We don't want neither of them though. Do we? Let's be
Thiago
clear.
plays deeper than De Bruyne, so the passes that Thiago makes are to break the lines between defense and midfield. Therefore, yes, he makes very similar passes to De Bruyne, but De Bruyne just makes them higher up the pitch.
I'm not going to talk.
Okay.
Very well said,
I don't. I wanted. Listen, it's out there for me. When Pep joined us, I wanted Thiago and Alaba. They were the two that I wanted.
I'm a sit, but Drift already knows where I hold De Bruyne in like esteem. Like De Bruyne is one of my favorite players in world football.
Like I said, bro, we don't need to start disagreeing until about January. So we're.
And how many points do you think you'll be ahead by?
I know you're still going to be watching every game, hoping we drop points, but we don't need to disagree.
No. If you want to actually know what happens, I'll watch Man City until they go 1-0 up, then I switch off. That's literally what I do.
Well, and my thing is,
I might bang.
I was even with I think that was one of my first.
I might dabble.
That was one of my first shows. I think I was speaking about church, but I was with Cass on Saturday, and Liverpool went 1. You had the early kickoff, so and I think we were grabbing a munch in it, and it was like Liverpool 1-0 down. I was like, bro, this is gonna end 4-1 or something. I've just seen this every single week, and someone in one of my City WhatsApps are gonna be like, do you think they're gonna hold on to this? And I'm like, no, they're not. But we've finished on City pretty much, unless you want to talk about the signings. But we definitely need to talk on you, man.
Can I ask you something?
Is Henderson all right? Like that concussion must be absolutely that concussion must be absolutely devastating, man. Like it probably would take him like a good 6 weeks to recover and some muscle relaxers and whatnot. But
500 likes, people. 500 likes.
Mitrovic absolutely I've never seen a Mitrovic performance like that.
Why don't you buy him, Cass? Why don't you buy him instead of?
You know what? The thing is with Mitrovic, he might have this great game, but then he won't do fuck all for the next. It's possible they won't.
You might as well buy him then, Cass. You might as well buy him.
Dad, do you think you're short in any position now you've signed this left back? Do you think you're short anywhere?
Yeah, I think we're short squad wise. To be honest with you, it's documented. We ended the season and you man know because I voice messaged you earlier when unfortunately I forgot to put some AdBlue in my car, so I was having to drive 12 miles an hour along 70-mile-an-hour roads, right? long in a khaki, bro, in a khaki green Mercedes. I look like the biggest tit in the world. Right? Everyone's like, look at this dickhead. Your car's broke down, like. But we got over the line like that with Fernandinho and Laporte injured up. That's why he was jabbed up to get us over the line. That's how much we were knackered last season, yeah. So we kind of knew that we had to strengthen.
EPO or something, bruv, so they can take that league away from you.
I know you can keep clutching onto all those things, Hope. Meanwhile,
I'm there now, bro. I'm not gonna front. That's me now.
No,
I'm dark Callum when it comes to City.
In fact, forget carefree. We are now rent free. Right,
but my thing is, don't big clubs need to start acting like big clubs and not hoping other teams, other teams.
Talking it, bro. Talking it. Right. At that point, people, I'm out.
Shameless tonight, bro. I don't know what's going on. You're shameless.
But you meant to be. You know what? You know what I love about Matt? Yeah, is that he always says we are big bad Liverpool. So why are you hoping? And you know what? My thing, I don't like to see players injured. I won't pray for someone's downfall. So now I want to know is why is everyone praying that Bernardo goes so that Liverpool can win the league? Don't Liverpool need to actually do their job with the manager and the team to win the league? Don't you want to take the league? You lost the league by 1 point. So now don't you want to take it fairly away? And
it's the same way. It's the same way Arsenal fans need to stop wanting Conte to leave. So
we're talking about Liverpool.
It's the same thing.
Chelsea. No. Do you know what, Lee? On your question, I hear what you're saying, but Lee, I'm gonna be real with you. If Bernardo Silva gets sold, we've not done anything illegal. Man City haven't done anything illegal. Barcelona.
Yeah, that's right.
I leave that.
Cass,
what it is, it's this part of the Wish Foundation what you're doing right now. I want you to say, you know what? I want you to do the thing where, you know what? Do you know what? You man got the big chest. stick it out with the big arms and say we're gonna win it or we're not gonna do it or whatever it is. You
I
can't
told
start
you.
praying on a man's downfall and
No,
saying
no,
this and that.
No, but if you looked at the preview, we said City.
there's no
We all
point in
believe
lying.
City are going to win the league, so we want them to
Okay,
weaken
alright,
in
cool,
order for us
nice,
to be able to win the
I
league.
can't
no
lie.
point
Yeah,
in
Yeah,
Chelsea.
I'm gonna throw it
if-
out here.
if
We
Chel-
have to support clubs, and if clubs make bad decisions, let players go. That's on the club.
Yeah,
I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be consistent with this because I always say it. You cannot pick what element of a football club you support because I'll be honest. I'll be the first to come out and say, and it's documented. Cass, you can agree with me on this. Firstly, I've pulled up the fact that Zinchenko was getting paid 20 grand a week. That's shit for my club. Yeah.
Right.
That was shit. I don't know if that's any relevance to him leaving. 20 grand a week. That was shit.
That's
right?
madness.
I will also say the Cucurella thing, and now I'm going to take this over because luckily my club don't need to answer this right now. But Cass, remind me, start the transfer window. Was I not really reluctant on the Cucurella thing because of things that I'd heard and seen?
Yeah.
I can absolutely confirm Daps is talking absolute
Right.
shit.
And oh, it's fine. I ignore him. Sorry, my bad.
I knew Cass was going to say that. You know, I knew it.
Cool.
You know, I
Oi,
could die.
Cass.
To be fair, so
Cass,
Daps is
Cass, no, it's
like
cool.
that-
Sorry, I meant Cass. I meant Cass the United fan, not Cass the Norwich fan. My bad, bro.
Right, we're talking about the Watford fan.
Oh, okay.
Hey, can we talk? Yeah, but
No,
he was
that's-
right.
I,
He was
remem-
reluctant
I
on it.
remember when you was talking about the
but
Cucurella thing.
thing,
Yeah, I
and
remember.
I'm not trying to put anything on it, but I do think those type of things for me personally, I have to carry the same energy in every single walk of life. And things I've seen, I'm not saying he's guilty of it. All I was saying is I want my club to clear that up before we sign him, because otherwise I don't really know I can cheer a guy, because I'm not going to go and cheer certain other people that have got certain other opinions. I'm not going to put it out there, but the same thing holds for Cucurella. So you have to hold your club accountable, and that is the same with every single club. So I'll pull up City if they've done something wrong. Now, if we let Bernardo Silva go, I can speak on behalf of our fan base, and a lot of City's fan base I've spoke to. They're getting a bit. I really respect Pep's whole thing of if a player doesn't want to stay at a club, we let them walk. Yeah, and he even spoke this week about it, I think, and said a player's career is very short. So, but it can be fucking annoying. It can be annoying, and even more so is I'm going to be 100 now. The start of this transfer window involved Barcelona, like writing to UEFA saying you need to investigate City and PSG because we don't like the way they're even apparently reportedly by the Athletic, other outlets are available, having a meeting with UEFA and saying who can we pay to be able to spend money. So that's how the summer started. Then the rest of the summer, Barcelona have been dropping, Laporte has been dropping gems to the media about one of our best players. And the summer's ending, and I don't mean summer, I actually mean like 3 weeks into the Premier League is ending with us going over to Barcelona to play a friendly midweek, right? And I'm like, I'm not happy with this as a City fan, to be honest. I mean, listen, I'm the biggest fan of Khaldoon and the whole City board. However, bending over backwards for Barcelona is not something I'm cool with. Like, and it gets to a point where it's like, come on, let's stop. But I am going to Barcelona to support the team. But more importantly, and I've said to Cass, I've got a ticket.
He didn't.
All lies. All it needs is a name change. Brother, let's go over there. Me and you, City United, and let's have words with Barcelona.
Yeah.
Let's go there. I will make sure Bernardo Silva is on that plane back to England by any fucking means, right? And Cass, you can try and drag De Jong to. I mean, you're probably going to have a harder task than me, bro. I feel like he's going to come with you, and then when you get to when we land, he's going to be like, you know what? I need to go to London real quick because I need to meet one guy that likes bowling. Like, I don't know what his name is, but he's offering me more money, bro. And apparently they've got Champions League football and you man don't. But anyway, yeah.
Make
You know
sure
what,
you
actually-
add in there that they only need to finish third. That's all.
No. I want to touch. I need to touch up on that just a little bit. Yeah. Where's Rentboy gone?
Pause. Massive pause.
And Lewis. So what
The
is
first
like?
person on the stream to ask
So-
where a rent boy's gone. Pause.
what's it called?
Gosh.
So basically, yeah. Why don't if you get De Jong, all these players, you got pretty much one of the best defenses in the league and so forth on paper and that. With all these players, imagine you get all these players that you want. Like I think Aubameyang might be one of them targets now, but and
Obama
whatever
who?
winger. Like, anyways, yeah, him, that guy.
Baba,
Yeah.
what?
Boomerang. What's it called? Would you not expect? You must expect Tuchel with an amazing manager that he is to challenge for the league. Like surely, like be up there with the two people. Like or the
That's
two
not
teams.
everything we need.
I mean,
So
You're
you
getting
need
it
Right now we have an
agent.
aging midfield with two of our three best midfielders having 1 year left on their contract. We need right wing back depth. We need to sort out the centre back issue, but we need to get at least one more in. We need a creator and a goal scorer up top, and I'm trying to see if we even get one attacker, let alone two. We're not going to have enough to contend for a title. No chance. I'm just being honest with it. I could easily be deluded and say, yeah, we can contend for the league. I'm sure we can. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just saving myself to get clipped.
But
We're not going to win the league.
Lewis, can I
We
just
know
ask
the
one question, genuinely? And it's not. You know, I'm not even coming at you. If we said Liverpool, and again, I feel like I'm regurgitating. If Liverpool don't have the perfect squad, Man City don't have the perfect squad, Arsenal don't have the perfect squad, why do Chelsea need a perfect squad to win if no one else does it?
City and Liverpool have better squads than we have.
But no.
Not last
But
summer.
You want every. If you
Where's
say
Loftus-Cheek at?
Yeah, no. We overhyped ourselves last summer. That's why I'm not doing it this summer. Because unlike Arsenal, I'm going to make the same mistake.
Learning from your mistake. I respect that.
Exactly.
Lewis.
Like, we're not winning the
Lee,
league this
Lee,
season.
with all due respect.
We could maybe
like,
contend for longer,
Lee,
but we're not going to
didn't-
win it even if we're
Sorry,
about the
not
race
Lee.
in April.
Lewis, weren't you like the double, treble world champions or something earlier?
Reigning, defending, undisputed world heavyweight champions, yes.
There we go. It's got kind of similar ring to it still.
with that team,
Yes,
that
but-
team.
I said, right, we're good for the cup competitions. The league, we're not winning. We won't be able to maintain.
you're not
the
winning it.
consistency.
You won't win it. No, you won't win it.
All right, so I'm going to round it up. If you could just prepare to do the supers for me, please, Cal. I'm just going to round it up quickly. I'm just going to go around. Everybody say who they think's going to win the league.
No. Sorry.
Who's going to win the league?
50. Don't do this. Don't do this. Are you trying to say this is the end of the show?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I've done 2 big sixes with Grizz, and he's done this shit as well. And I'm not standing for it no more, bro. Speak on it.
It's
You know
every
what I
week.
mean?
What's up?
Listen.
What do we need to speak about?
Listen,
I'll do it.
I mean,
listen.
What do
Lee,
we need
do
to
it.
speak
No,
about?
you
What's
know.
happened?
Speak about Liverpool. We have to. I'll do it.
All right.
Oh, we
do it.
spoke about Liverpool. We
no,
spoke
we
about it.
haven't. No, we haven't.
Yeah, we did.
When?
I mean, we
in the
spoke
group,
about
in the group chat. No one sees the group chat, bro.
So you man are giving up. You're giving up the title already.
No, let me.
Oh, all right.
involved.
Speak
No,
about
Magnus
before I
involved.
ask the closing question.
No.
then.
I
Go
just
on.
want to know. Yeah. Look, my only question is what again? Why is it that Klopp? And maybe not so much from you guys because I saw your 3-hour cry on Monday. That was that was beautiful. But I just want to know how is Klopp getting away with so much murder again, similar to Tuchel? And again, look, he's won 4 trophies in a season in a year. No, let me not get that wrong. In a year, he's some of you lot studies because that's what I've been hearing from Liverpool, and you lot sit on his lap and hear his folk stories. That's another thing, and your granddad's for some of you. I just want to know why Klopp is getting away with some of the murder because no 2 seasons are ever the same. Last season, he won 2 trophies, and he obviously, unfortunately, lost the league, which was unfortunate in my opinion. And obviously, the Champions League was obviously Salah jinxed you lot. So we now move to the next season, and we're here. And you brought in Nunes, who you guys are happy with. Well, maybe not so much Callum, but Drifty, you're really high on him. So you should be feeling positive, whether or not you didn't win your first game or not. That's a different situation. So what are your thoughts like? Where are we at now? Because I feel like there shouldn't be a cop out of anything. I feel like you should be here
Say Klopp out.
fighting, saying, yeah, literally with the Kopish show. But I feel like there should be a real fight and saying, do you know what? We're not gonna worry about other teams. We're not gonna worry about Bernardo Silva. We're not gonna worry about maybe a midfielder or whatever it is. We're gonna fight for the title. And listen, Salah, he's got his contract now. You lot know I don't have him highly as you lot do. So I now need to see him carrying Liverpool on their back. And
Whoa. All right,
Done it
If
for
you don't-
5
if-
seasons.
If you don't have Salah high, who in the Arsenal team do you have?
no. Well, no. Forget
No,
about
no,
that.
that's just a genuine. Because I mean, to say you don't hold Salah in high regard,
It
is
doesn't
a very
matter
wild
about
statement to
Arsenal.
just
It
throw
doesn't
away.
matter about
Question.
Arsenal. It doesn't.
Right,
It
Lee,
doesn't matter about
so-
Arsenal.
I'll answer your
That's-
questions. If you don't have Salah or hold Salah high, why should he have to carry Liverpool?
No. Me, but you, not you. If you regard him as that savior and the person that's going to carry your club. So now I'm saying to you, you should be required, and he needs to do it because he's got the big contract. Because the same thing happened with Aubameyang, the same thing happened with Lukaku. These players were brought in to take each team to that next level. So now I'm just saying he's got the contract that he was deservedly required to get. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to get it, but now I'm saying to you, he can't do what he did for the last 4 months of last season, the end of that season, sorry, I should say. Maybe he was injured again. Like, these are footballers and we don't know what's going on with them. And
Kind
he
of
could have
Tierney
been having-
vibes.
he could have had problems with home life. Again, we need to, and again, watching All or Nothing documentary, you realize footballers are humans, and we always forget that. So
Can I add to that after?
I'm not digging him out, but I'm now saying he's got his contract, what he deserves, all the back pay, drift, he's got it. So now we're at the point, so he now needs to carry Liverpool to a point where they may not win. Fine, they may not win, but there can't be a drop off.
How do you guys take this from an
You're third
Arsenal
and
fan?
fourth.
Sorry.
Wait. Can I say, yeah, that is one of the worst questions or statements I've ever heard on football for a minute. Yeah, let me say why. Yeah,
Leave
How
for Prime
after
Minister.
four-
Sorry, leave for Prime Minister.
I'm sorry,
Expectations
but
high, bro.
after 4 or 5 seasons of Salah being in the Prem right now, and yet he's still getting doubted. Like, bro,
No.
you're
But
talking about
guys,
carrying.
again,
He's been
there's a
scoring
lot of
over
backstory
20.
to it. There's a lot of backstory to it, though.
I'll tell you what the
because-
backstory is, Kaz. I'll tell you what the backstory
No, there's no
is.
back. It's no
Pause.
backstory.
No backstory. Pause.
he's been compared to Thierry Henry. That's why.
No,
he
it
don't-
wasn't that. It wasn't that. My thing
That's.
was,
I'm
as I said to you-
sorry, but that
No,
I
it's
just don't
not
understand
that.
how you can doubt a man. That is an awful statement.
No,
I
so is
cannot lie.
Martial.
He's guaranteed going to get 20 plus goals this year. That's a fact. Yeah, it's done deals, and that's in the Premier League alone. Yeah,
Who?
alone.
Who?
You-
Who?
Salah.
Oh, fuck
Like,
yeah.
He's talking about
You're
Salah,
talking
bro.
about
Like,
Salah.
and,
Sorry, no, stop this.
and I'm just.
Why are we talking about Salah?
He's
Like,
going to
come
score
on,
in
man.
other competitions. He's going to keep doing it, and the fact is, he doesn't even have a World Cup to go to.
Bro, you worry
So
about
that means that
anything.
he's
Sorry,
got
this
even
is
more
where it
reason to do
stops.
well. That's
Lee,
fine.
He's gonna do well.
No, but Lee, he does
Whatever.
well every season, bro. So I don't even get what the problem is.
Yeah, look, I'm not making it a Salah situation. I'm saying he needs
But
to
you kinda
be there,
did.
and you can't do what he did for the last 4 months of the last season. Fair. That's a fair statement
No,
to make.
that is a fair statement. You're right.
That
But
is
here's
a
the
fair
killer.
statement, that last
He was
bit.
so good in that first half that even with a bad 4 months, he still finished top goal scorer and assist maker league.
Yeah, but okay, two things can be true. That is, but again, but that means that he had a poor 4 or 5 months of the last season,
No,
which
absolutely
negates
right. Absolutely right. But even in his poor last 4 or 5 months, he was still helping us in games. So again, I hear what you're saying. He wasn't doing what he should have been doing, but there is context that as well. As we know, he was burnt out. But I will come back to you on that regarding Klopp. I'm not going to sit here and say I want Klopp out. Anyone who says that as a Liverpool fan, I've got to be honest, we have to have a conversation offline about
same.
that.
Yeah, well, I've had that
So
same
wait-
thing with City fans, bro. It's mad.
So
innit?
wait. He said the last 4. Did you say last 4 months? Did you say yeah? So since when?
Since
When was that
well,
since, by
from
the way?
February to the end of the season. So
February, 1 goal, 2 goals there, 1 goal there, 2 goals there, 1 assist there, 1 assist there, 1 assist there, 1 assist there, and a goal at the end of the season, and not in the squad in that Southampton game.
Carry on.
So that is
Carry on,
what
Callum.
4, 5, 6, 7 goals, and that's about 4 assists in the last few months, plus the Champions League and all the finals.
Sounds like Arsenal's
So-
main
Listen.
tally last season.
listen, guys, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you want to change
and
it
a
into
cup.
Paz Liverpool, you can do it too, bro.
No,
Like,
no,
I'll give
it's
you
not
the-
me.
I'll give you
You
everything.
know what
I'll
is
give you
it?
the registration
Because you
fee.
know what is
I'll
it? You
give
know
you
what is it,
everything,
Lee?
bro.
You come for
Honestly, I'm
every,
not
you
that
come for
bothered, bro.
every, you come for every single
Honestly,
team,
bro.
and
Pause.
you don't want to talk at Arsenal perspective. You go for every team and this,
Because
that, and the
that's
other,
not
and then
what
now
we're doing. We're
you come out
talking
of that
about
statement, and because I like to just talk, I don't have to be shameless. I can talk football like you can as well. It doesn't have to be about Arsenal. I'm not talking on a Man United perspective. I never twerk for Liverpool anyways, or anything like that. But that is just stupid.
I just said, look,
Yeah,
I'm
that's it.
not as high as other people on Salah.
That's
It
fair
is
enough.
what it is. I
Each
don't
to their
need
own,
to
though,
go
innit?
into-
Each to their own, innit?
Yeah, like
Each to their
I
own,
don't
innit?
like I don't like how he is as a footballer. He scores goals good. He's a great goal scorer. He's not a great footballer for me. That is my
Ah.
opinion. That's it. I'll keep it
All right,
moving.
fair enough. Fair enough. Your opinion on Klopp.
That's it.
I think. Shall I tell you what
Norbert.
the main problem is with Klopp and the Liverpool fan base? And I'm probably going to get a lot of stick from this, but I'm going to say it and I'll deal with whatever comes with it. Collectively, as a Liverpool fan base, we've not or most of us haven't enjoyed the success we've enjoyed till Klopp came here. So a lot of people are very, very unwilling to ask questions of Jurgen Klopp because they almost see him as a messiah. Me personally, I think Klopp is the best manager in world football, and I wouldn't swap him for any other manager in world football.
Hold on,
But-
what? No.
Yeah. But in the same way, Matt and Drifty are my boys, and all of you guys are my boys. Me and Drift constantly go back and forth on different opinions. If Drift were to say here right now, Mane was dead for Liverpool, me and Drift would have a debate about it. We love Klopp, but we can also sit here and say we think he's doing something wrong. Ultimately, because Jurgen Klopp is a human being and can make mistakes like every other human being in the world. Now, again, I could sit here in May and we could win 3 trophies, and I have to sit here and go, you know what? Jurgen Klopp not signing a centre midfielder worked out because we won X, Y, and Z. But if we don't, those same fans that are ridiculing people like me who are saying it is very neglectful not buying a centre midfielder, we won't hear or see of them. But if we do win stuff, we will hear and see of them. The problem with Liverpool fans and Jurgen Klopp is because Jurgen Klopp's got way more right than he's got wrong, a lot of Liverpool fans are reluctant to question his decisions. I'm not going to be one of those fans, and I will die on that hill if need be, because I want the best for Liverpool Football Club, regardless of who's running it. Liverpool and Man City finished 1 point difference last season. Man City have gone and bought Haaland, who in my opinion is arguably the 3rd best striker in world football. So they've gone and strengthened. Yes, they've lost Jesus, who's a great player. But if we're going to break down what Jesus was for City, he was a player that never got more than 14 Premier League goals. They, in my opinion, have replaced that with Haaland. Sterling, for me, is a bigger loss than Jesus. But Alvarez could potentially fill that void, but we don't know yet. Liverpool have lost Sadio Mane, and we brought in Núñez. Again, I'm not going to dump on Núñez, especially after what I've been seeing from him. He's looked very lively. But there's nothing that suggests to me... Say that again?
That touch was very lively.
But there's nothing to suggest to me that he's a better player than Mane, even the Mane that left. And also, we brought in a right back who, in my opinion, I can't sit here and say he's going to push Trent. And I think that's what we needed. Plus, we haven't addressed the area that we should have addressed back in 2020, which is centre midfield. And right now, I can sit here and have a debate with any City fan about who's got the better defense. I can sit here and have a debate with any City fan about who's got better attack. I cannot sit here as a football fan and debate who's got the better midfield. And that is why City have won the last 4 or 5 leagues and we haven't. So
Sorry, let me tell
you that's a problem for me.
You know,
so I can't put us higher than City.
I'm just going to wrap this up. I'm going to watch it back and I'm going to say, Cal, me and you need to do a show. That's all I'm going to say. You said so much shit.
Ultimately, ultimately, I do. Sorry, go.
No. You said so much. You said so much stuff that is relevant to your team and my team, and that other people will probably watch it. And sometimes it's difficult. I've had people ask me before about on a City podcast, what happens, what you moaning about, yeah. And it's like you won't get it. You won't get it. And it sounds even more crazy to come from a City fan and not actually a United fan. Because if I go back to my childhood, yeah. But fucking hell, I feel blessed that I'm here right now. And that I am like this. And I understand from Liverpool's point of view, like the whole midfield thing for me was a bit mad. Yeah. But it's like, but at the end of the day, if they're trying to, you came close to doing the quad. So next season, you don't want to drop to just winning 1 trophy. You want to come close to doing the quad. In fact, fuck coming close to doing the quad. You want to do the quad.
I want to do
and
the
to do the quad.
Do you know how much
you need
I was
to
screaming, bruv? Arch Drift from flipping January to the end of the season. Every stream, I'm going quad. Jurgen Quad.
But this is the thing. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't want to
There's
hear
so much-
that quad talk. This
There-
year, man.
there's so
Exactly that.
no, but you do. No, Drifts, you do. Because if you
Thank
don't
you,
hear
Dad.
it, it means you're not there. I said
Yeah,
at the
but
end.
it was too
Look,
distracting.
I will
It was
repeat.
getting on- it
Well, I'm
was-
going for
repeat-
5 this season because we won the community shield, didn't it?
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
no.
you're
You know
not
what?
getting the
I
net
said,
spend.
look,
You can't
it's-
get the net spend. Let me just finish, Lee. Then I'll tag you
Yeah,
back
go
in,
on, go on.
please. But I'll say this. I said it at the end of the season on one of the streams where I think it was after the Champions League. Liverpool, yeah, and Man City, we are on a different level now. And what you did this season, I'm not going to throw shade on it. Or last season, sorry, I'm not going to throw shade on it. You very nearly won all 4, right? And if we go back to the season before, if it wasn't for fucking Chelsea, we were very, very nearly as well. Yeah, very nearly. We weren't that far. I think we were maybe 3 games away. If we would have beat Chelsea in the semi-final of the FA Cup, and then also beat them in the, we were 3 games away from winning the quadruple. This season, you were 2 games away from winning the quadruple. So both of us in the last Premier League fans, you need to respect that City and Liverpool have come 2 games and 3 games away from doing the quadruple. It's mad when you look at it, yeah. But here's where Liverpool fans, this is my message to you last season. Understand this is what Pep has been trying to do for 4 or 5 years. So please understand you got tired mentally and physically. The Chelsea game in the FA Cup final, the last game of the season, and the Champions League final, you look mentally and physically drained. I said on the stream earlier, if Liverpool were playing any other team apart from Real Madrid or maybe Bayern Munich, Heritage would have got you over the line and you would have won the Champions League. Unfortunately, you were a knackered team coming up against another team that has heritage bigger than yours. And that is the only reason you didn't win the Champions League. Any other team, I think you would have got it over the line, in my opinion, personally. Yeah,
I agree with that. Yeah.
And look,
it's heritage. You lot can't scream heritage and then downplay heritage. Heritage is a huge thing in that tournament.
I've said, look, you know, my point is going to go off that heritage thing. I've said all along, I don't want Klopp to leave Liverpool, and you lot think I hate Liverpool. I don't. I don't want Klopp to leave Liverpool and be. I don't want Klopp to leave Liverpool and be what Wenger was to Man United, and to be
unsuccessful in the Champions League.
To be a good man, such a good manager, and only win 3 Premier Leagues and win the 4 FA Cups. And I want him to be a guy that's fighting, like almost like more of a Mourinho type, where he put the ball to the likes of Sir Alex Ferguson, and he really put a marker down in that Premier League. Because when you look at it, we were actually irrelevant in that. Everyone talks about Arsenal, we're used to winning, but we won 3 Premier Leagues. So I can't sit and say that we are this huge club. I think we're bigger than Chelsea. I'm never going to back down from that, but I'm just not sitting
bigger
here
or
saying
more
that
successful. Difference.
Yeah, fine, whatever. But we still got more trophies than them. I just want us to sit
Champions
here and
Leagues?
say, I want
this though.
I want Klopp. You don't. But you ain't got
I don't
fans,
know
brother.
whose side to take.
And you
between
didn't have money.
And you ain't got this either.
But look,
So it's all good.
I know.
Bro, man, just
Neither
switching
did
up
you,
them
because he's gone.
TPs real quick.
He's
bro.
gone.
How do you do that so
But look,
quickly,
like,
bro?
look, for me, as I said, look, I want Klopp to look.
How did you do
Looking
that
back
so
and
quick?
saying, I want Klopp to look back and say, do you know what?
fair,
He really stuck it to Pep, because
I
listen,
agree, Lee.
you got 4
first
major
time, we agree.
trophies. You got 4 major trophies in the 7 years he's been here. I'm not gonna lie, it's good, but if you've got the best goalkeeper, you got the best right back, and these are his words. I don't know if he's delusional. I don't know if he's trying to copy Wenger, but
Or
he's
Big
doing
C.
his best impression right now. And I'll be honest with you, he's losing. He's losing. He looks worse than Wenger right now, because
Steady. He
he's
can
saying
never
some
look worse
mad
than Wenger
things.
because we won a
He's-
Champions League.
Yes, no.
550
What I'm
likes,
saying to you,
people.
my point is that
550 likes.
he's coming out saying some absolutely crazy things,
Agreed.
where I feel like with Wenger, I feel like he was really protecting the board, and everybody knew that. Right now, we don't know whether it's Klopp or the board. So right now, Klopp
Klopp
looks
is
crazy.
down.
Lee, this
But
is
no,
a
no,
good
no,
point you're
that's
spitting.
your
I've just
opinion.
realised. It's a good point you're spitting. You know,
I said this
That's
last. I
your
said this last show as well.
No, that's your opinion. But what I'm saying to you is, we knew that Wenger was hiding something. We knew because we had no money. We had the issue with the board with the Russian brother and obviously the Kroenkes at the time. It was Usmanov who went to Everton, and there was a real power struggle. So we knew there were issues there. Whereas right now there seems to be we don't know what it is. We don't know who doesn't want to buy players. So all I'm saying to you is, I don't want Klopp to look back and say, yeah, look, I won 8 trophies in my time, but I won 4 Mickey Mouse trophies and I got picked 5-6 times. Look, great. Listen, great. Fantastic. I'm not here to slander.
Mickey Mouse.
But I'm
drifting through that. I'm looking, sipping his tea.
We're talking about that.
First manager to win everything possible.
No. We Cal, you know, Drift, what? You said this. Come on, stop this, because now you're talking at both sides of your mouth. You said you want to win the Prem and the Champions League. So look, I'm giving you your ratings.
I wanted to win everything.
I want to listen.
Wait, did you say the first manager to win everything?
Oh,
God. No. All right, Lee. Let me jump in.
I'm going to tap out on this one.
I can only speak for myself.
Hold that one.
I can only speak for myself, and Drifty will tell you how shameless I am with it. There is not one trophy we go into in the beginning of the season that I don't want to win. I wanted the Community Shield. It's on tape.
Well, I'm getting a mad.
We spoke to Kenny Dalglish about it, and I said, "Yeah, it's important." He said, "No, it's not." I said, "Yes, it is. It's there for everyone to see."
Like, you lot on your stunting. I'm sorry.
I'm shameless with it. I don't know.
Yeah, right, Kenny Dalglish. Who's next? Stella? Is Stella behind you making you coffee, bro? Hold on. In walks Matt's with the pizza. Oh no, sorry, it's not Matt. It's Balotelli.
I need to go back to the part. Yeah, who just claimed that Klopp won the only manager to win everything?
Yeah, well, that's what they said, because I don't think Ferguson won. I don't think Ferguson won the League Cup.
Time.
Wait, what?
Did Ferguson win the League Cup? I don't think he won the League Cup.
Yes, he won it like 4 times.
Make Cass big screen. This is his.
He won. If I'm correct, he won 5 FA Cups, 4 League Cups.
Oh, I know we won all the
Intercontinental Cup, the European Super Cup as well, the European Cup Winners' Cup. He won everything. The Club World Cup.
Yeah.
Don't do
with
that.
In a Norwich scarf.
Yeah, them ones.
But Lee,
the one where you got your Watford pillow at the back.
The Lee, I'll go back to the point. Again, context has to be added into it. Yeah. If Klopp was to resign tomorrow or get sacked or whatever, and someone turned around and said, "Yeah, but he's only won 7 trophies in the time he's been there in 7 years or whatever," I'd have to say, look at the context. Up until 2019. Liverpool did not have a squad good enough to compete for trophies. We didn't. We had a squad good enough to have entertaining games.
You won the Champions League.
Well, sorry, 2018 then. 2018. Beginning of the 2018-19 season.
But 17-18 was your 17-18 had a good enough squad.
Callum, can we just put a caveat in this?
4, bro.
Callum, can we just put a caveat in this? And I do think it's relevant. This is no shade.
Yeah,
it's relevant to your heritage. Is that even during that period, you still every now and again? Because my childhood, I don't remember you winning leagues, but Champions Leagues, you were still picking them up because of your heritage. With average squads, you were still winning.
We only picked up 1 Champions League.
No, but we were a cup team though, Cal, because I think we won 2 or 3 FA Cups, 2 or 3 League Cups.
No,
we won the UEFA Cup. We were a cup team for 20 years.
From Rafa Benitez,
in my lifetime, we won 3 Champions Leagues, right?
Club. So from 2005, we won the FA Cup once, the League Cup once, and the Champions League once. That's all we won.
Hold on, I just need a quick one. Between 2000, let's go 2000, and now you've won 3 Champions Leagues, right?
No, 2.
No, 2.
Is it 2?
And 1 Europa. Or UEFA Cup as it was.
Yeah, UEFA Cup, yeah.
But my point was more to do with in Wenger's 10-year stint at the start when we had a powerful, great team. We had that great defense. We had Vieira, we had Fabregas, we had Henry, etc. We didn't win enough. And
okay, but why didn't you
over those 21 years that Wenger's been in was our manager, we won 10 major trophies, 7 FA Cups, 3.
Who was in the midfield again, sorry?
Hi, Matt. Hi, Drifty. Just
you ain't doing it to me. But my point is that my overarching point is I just feel like in your best years with your best team now, I just feel like I don't want you to go through that slumber where
Yes,
you're
you do
I do,
want
I
them.
do.
Beg
I
them,
want them.
bro.
LFC
because-
Lee.
No, you know what the
Wow.
joke of it is? You know
It's
why?
coming
Because
out,
at the
LFC
end of the
Lee.
day,
Change your
I
name
don't want
now.
Man City to win the league every season because it comes boring.
Right,
So
we'll send you. We'll sell you players with better mentalities. It's fine.
No, look, like, at the end of the day, look, all I'm saying is, for me, I'm looking at Liverpool and I don't want Klopp to sit there and be like, okay, look, he's won every trophy, fine. But the major trophies, the big boy trophies, the things where with that squad, with having these are his words. I'm only verbatim saying what he said. If you've got the best player in every position, that's what he said, then he needs to go out there and show that with trophies that he should be winning. So great. Look,
Football's
winning
a squad game, though, Lee.
it is a squad game. Okay, fine. But look, Drift, you can't. Your manager's saying all of this stuff to say that you are the best. You got the best. He's naming squad players as well that are part of that. So you can't then say, all right, well then at the end, at one side, yeah, it's a squad game. But he's naming the squad players that are part of this winning ethos and this winning team. So now when he's saying all of this, all I'm saying is I want Klopp to come out and say, look, I got four Premier Leagues, 3 Premier
You're a
Leagues.
Liverpool fan. I'm sorry. You must be a Liverpool
it's
fan.
about.
Lee, you think we don't want to come out and say we got 4 Premier League? Of course
I'm
we
not
do,
a Liverpool
bro.
fan. I'm a football fan, and I want the same way how I wanted Wenger to win more. Look, we got picked twice to the Premier League. Once to Leicester that I can remember off the top of my head, and once against Man United. I think it was 90.
Do you remember?
Welcome
who
the newest member of Kopish Lee.
Lee remembers who Liverpool lost leagues to recently, innit, Lee?
I mean,
that's what I just about to. All right. So Lee, are you into?
Because we're gonna wrap up in a minute, guys.
Yeah. Are you into boxing or MMA?
Yeah.
Which one out of 2? Which is your favorite? Which one do you know more about? Boxing. All right. Floyd. Yeah. I think most of us will agree, whether we like his style or not.
Yeah.
Arguably probably the best boxer of our generation. Right?
Yes.
Manny Pacquiao, phenomenal boxer, right?
Yeah.
Who was better out of 2?
Floyd.
But that doesn't make Pacquiao's achievements any worse or rubbish, right?
No, it
And
doesn't.
again, I'm not making excuses for Liverpool.
Bro, why are you not putting Amir Khan in there, bro?
Because he's got a glass chin.
Sorry, that would be Arsenal. Sorry, carry on.
If you put this Man City team in any era of the Premier League, they beat every other team. We're the
But
only
you have
one
to beat
been
what's
able
in
to
front of
beat.
you now. We had Man United. That
No,
we had to
I
beat.
hear you, Lee.
So
but we've
Wenger
got
still
to.
had to do it.
All right,
No, but that's the point he's making.
No, but that's
Lee.
the point.
This Man City team would
we
have
are
smoked
dealing
that
with a
Man
prime
United
Mike
team
Tyson
with all due
right now,
respect.
bro.
Look,
We're dealing with a
different
prime Mike Tyson. Whether I don't know.
Daps
is how I love Daps, but I hate the fact they're doing it. But I have to call it what it is. They're a prime Mike Tyson. So
and this is what I'm
can't
saying,
sit here
Calvin. I
and-
always say
there's gotta
any
be
other
context
manager,
to it.
any other managers in charge of Man City, and Klopp's probably got 2 or 3 Premier Leagues.
Yeah,
And that's why that's the only reason why I don't let people talk shit about Guardiola. Not because he's Man City manager,
then-
because
see, I'll
any other
debate- I'll
managers in
debate that.
charge, and I think Klopp's won the league.
I'll debate that. Not because I think Pep's rubbish, but I think that's because Man City's infrastructure is fantastic. In the same way Bayern Munich.
No, it is.
Yeah, and
It
it's
is.
So
relevant.
I'm not saying any Tom, Dick, or
Look,
Harry walks into Man City.
Do you know
I think
what
there
the
are other
thing is?
managers
Yeah?
who could do a job.
Sorry, there was a
Over
point I was
Klopp?
going to make.
No.
There was a point I was going to make earlier when Callum was speaking about Drifty, Matt, and Callum, how they disagree, and that's what makes Kopish so elite. Like I don't watch Liverpool. I've said it a million times, but I did watch the Champions League final, but I didn't have the commentary on. I had Kopish watch
I'd
along
marry that back
commentary on.
post.
I had Kopish commentary on. Also, when I was actually in the airport flying back to England the day of the Community Shield, I couldn't get a stream because the WhatsApp wasn't good enough. I watched Kopish watch along. Yeah, that's what it's getting to, boys. I'm supporting you like that, right? But what I find elite about Kopish is the fact that it is 3 of you, and I like. I'm trying to replicate it now with what we have, but it's different fan bases. But Carefree, Lee, Cass, and me, if we go to the pub and we meet other fans of the same club, yeah, we disagree in it. And deep down, what we're trying to replicate on YouTube is this, that as fans of your club, you strive for perfection. So it's fine for Drifty, I might banter you, but I know you're a Liverpool fan, bro. Like, because I've seen the shameless shit you come out with sometimes. Callum saying Matt just turns up with the pizzas late when shit's kicked off and offers everyone a slice. But this is what is elite about this. And with the Pep and Klopp conversation, I just wish people would stop now and let's wait. And when they both leave the Premier League, we'll have the debate. Same thing with Reece James and Trent Alexander. Like, I find that a hard conversation because Trent is fucking good. And if I could take one player at City, it would probably be Reece James to replace Walker. I wish people would just wait for people to leave the league. I know that would probably make our job shit, but let's just wait till they leave because the Pep and Klopp thing has so many levels to go to. It is relevant. You're bored, not the January we've just had, the January before. Your board should have backed Klopp more. If your board would have backed Klopp more, who knows? Mane is very hard to replicate, but Klopp doesn't get 85 million for Núñez just by walking in and go, could you give me some pee? Because I need to grab a munch. Yeah. He has to justify it. So people need to understand with Núñez, yeah, there's going to be something there. Otherwise, Klopp would not have got the money to get him. This is not Manchester City. Liverpool have to work that little bit harder to get the money. They do. And it's a fact. It's fine. I'm cool with that. Same with Carefree. For all those years, I bet you were cool with your spending, isn't it? You support Chelsea, not the finances.
Yeah. Even if we put on weird players, I was fine with it. Still
it was annoying. It was annoying, but it happens. But the thing is,
it's still annoying. I can't believe they're still balling out. I thought they were done out here, man.
Bro, we are the shit that will never flush, my friend.
You know what the thing is? I was very correct with my receipts. I questioned it, but I questioned it by saying we don't know because I thought I don't want to be the one that they're fucked. I just said we don't know yet. I mean, you've got away scot-free because Lee was just on slander, but I mean, I'll be honest. If Lee did his job very well tonight, but if it was Callum, I know he would have got a lot deeper and spoke about like, for me personally, that meeting between Laporte and your owner, yeah, I rated your owner for having the balls to go, fuck this. Barcelona are holding up this whole fucking transfer window. I'm going to Barcelona and I'm going to sit face to face with this dickhead and put it on him, right? But I think what actually happened is they had two shots together and decided they were going to take the piss out of the whole of Europe. And that's what you lot are doing. Because Cucurella, bro, you've got fucking Chilwell. Why have you done that?
He's still coming off the ACL. And we need a depth there anyway.
I get it.
As soon as he got injured, we had fucking Alonso who turns like a truck. I'm glad we have decent depth now. I've been waiting for
63 million for depth. It's mad.
No. Chilwell's.
No, we only wanted to pay 30. And these.
I think Chilwell will play, Lewis. I think Chilwell will be the one who play.
I don't know. With Chilwell, we're still not sure if he's fully back to fitness just yet. And Cucurella, by the way, looks.
I reckon Chilwell leaves next season.
Did you see the free kick the other week? Last week, where Cucurella and I think. Cucurella and Reece James, yeah. And Cucurella was honestly looking like he was trying to make out that he had any chance of taking that free kick.
He should have taken it.
Everyone knew he was taking that free kick. Everyone knew, like Reece James was like, "Shut up and go back to left back." Yeah, like I'm taking this free kick. Don't do that. But no,
I ain't even seen Reece James score a free kick yet. So I was like, but. Is what it is.
But it's gonna be an interesting one, and obviously we're gonna have a lot of topics to talk about that are gonna be very similar. But let me wrap this up with the supers. Make sure you lot smash the like, guys. Everybody's
channels as well.
Yeah, in the description you'll find everybody's link, everybody's Insta, everybody's channel. Come on, guys, make sure you go and support the people. And smash the like button. Bassett, is that Bassett one? Last time Arsenal played Champions League, Arteta was captain. Is that real?
Yeah.
Nice.
Football goes in roundabouts, man. Football goes in roundabouts.
Tahir says Arsenal all or nothing, nothing again.
Hold on. Go back to the. Hold on. No. You didn't give that last super chat enough credit.
Look, if they don't win anything, he's got to go. Lee said it himself. It's Arteta.
The last time they played Champions League.
That's mad. That is mad. Arteta was captain of Arsenal.
We had 20 years of it, bro. We had 20 years.
And what did you do? What did you do in those 20 years, brother?
The same thing you've done, bro.
No, we've got to 3 semis. You only got to 1, bro. We've had
And
this
listen,
conversation
I had the
before.
hardest semi because we got to a final as well, and we still didn't win. Just
You
like
are-
you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Checkmate,
Mika says
checkmate.
how many Premier League players in the top 10 in the world? In my opinion, 5. Premier League. That's a tough one to answer right now, bro. I think
Jesus
most.
is one.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
think there's
great
quite a
point.
lot, but I'm
That's
not.
the whole
I'm
show.
not too sure. Max Big Up, bruv, says Lee will be the postman Pat next summer, delivering excuses. The Gunner fans in North London. If they finish 5th, will Lee go back to the early learning centre? I mean, most Arsenal fans visit there weekly, but
Did you go there last week or not?
no, we always learn from our mistakes, bro. That's the difference.
Okay, all right. So I'm expecting 3 points, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, we might be speaking too soon with that one because we still ain't
Okay,
signed the
all right.
centre
Yeah,
mid.
drift. I'm asking you. You getting 3 points?
We're talking about rules, not exceptions, though, right?
No. You learn from your mistakes. Are you getting 3
Yeah.
points against Crystal Palace? You got to back your team sometime,
Yeah,
brother.
I think we will beat Crystal
No, I
Palace,
think,
but that's
I
not what the
will. I need
mistakes were.
satisfaction. Listen, I don't know.
That's not what the mistakes were. The mistakes are other stuff.
Oh, the
But
manager. So okay, get rid of him then.
There's never what I said. But anyway, big up selection. It was
That's
really
a good point.
interesting.
Yeah.
how-
That's a different. Listen, that's for a tactical.
Totally
show,
different
man. It was very good.
conversation.
Yeah, tactical. Show. It was good though.
It was really interesting how Pep used Cancelo and Walker in that game. I'm intrigued to see if Pep keeps this formation
won't.
against Liverpool.
He best not.
Nah,
He best
nah.
adapt against
I
Liverpool.
pray to
Goddamn.
God he plays that against Liverpool. What?
Listen. No. The one thing I've said from the start is with the whole Haaland signing. I've been saying this since September, August last year. Is there's certain games that I hope to God when we sign Haaland, he gets told that you know what, certain games you might have to hold bench because a false 9 might have to come back into effect. Liverpool's one of them. Like certain games,
He ain't dropping Haaland for Liverpool.
No.
Not a chance.
Bro. But the thing is, people
better,
say,
man.
"Oh, but Haaland will outscore." You can't
better
score
not.
goals if you don't dominate the midfield, right? We spoke on it earlier. Like for me, I will still say it right now, and it's big caveat: Bernardo Silva staying. If Bernardo Silva stays, then against Liverpool, for me personally, I would play Rodri, Gundogan, De Bruyne. No, Rodri, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, false 9, and then 2 wingers. I wouldn't play Haaland. I'd probably play Alvarez, to be fair, and Foden, because that will dominate the midfield. The key against Liverpool for Man City is to not drop points, right? If we win it, it's even better. But the key is don't
not lose you
points.
To not lose you mean.
Or you could just ask Salah to just call out the other team because you know what happens then, innit?
That's kind of your vibes. We're a bit more tactical than that, Lee. But
maybe.
but
just
ultimately,
ask him to call out the other team, innit?
At
Well,
home,
look.
at home, I play
You
hard.
know you don't cash his checks, man.
Anfield first 65 minutes, we have to play with 6 in midfield, dominate midfield.
And also, don't forget to tell Pep to send an email to Pep and say, make sure you get the speakers from Arteta.
I was gonna say you might have the most Salah song playing around the training ground next week.
What, how does that
More,
go?
more ways to skin a cat, brother. More ways to skin a cat.
Whoa. West Ham. Well, that's a Man United conversation. West Ham.
Kadir says, I support the panel, but I don't like Lee, so I can't support him. Jokes. You know, I know the people love Lovely. I know they do.
All good, bro.
Zabiri, Lee needs to confess that Salah over on restatement hurts.
Oh, hell no.
What? I didn't even read that.
Basically, that's the reason why you're fuming, because obviously most people are now saying that Salah might have taken on Reece.
I'll admit that when you lot start admitting that you say Klopp's your daddy.
Okay.
Honestly,
I've heard a whole bunch of Liverpool fans start calling Klopp their dad. I don't know why. That is craziness, bro.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's your father figure. He's your lot's dads.
Every man is just a father figure.
I'm shameless with it. Klopp's a father figure, and I want a Klopp hug before.
The only reason why Arteta's not a father figure at Arsenal because he's younger than some of the players. Apart from that,
listen,
most
I ain't
managers
calling
normally
no next man my dad, bro. No one.
Father figures is not dad. It's totally.
I've heard man. Listen, Sane. I'm calling out names now. Sane. My man called Klopp his dad. Sane. I'm calling him out.
But that's the different. That's the
I
difference.
say,
I know.
personally, I wouldn't have
I know
that.
if I had a situation that I needed handled, Klopp would do it. I can't say the same for Arteta.
Stay called Manny's dad, bro.
Anyway, Liverpool 12th man, big up yourself. Is this the Prem Panel Show or the Gooner Lee Shade Hour? I know Lee doesn't seem like he's got a lot on his chest that he needs to get off still.
Listen,
but
anyone can
I
get
wanted
it.
to
I'm
ask
here
this
to
one.
ask the questions that no one wants to answer because.
So Lee, ask me this one. Ask me this one. The super chat, and can I just say, Lee is elite again, super chats. But ask me this one, please. Come on, Lee, read it out.
Is there any of the LFC fans gonna ask Daps why didn't they just pay the money for Cucurella like how they want FSG to do? City didn't agree with valuation.
I don't know if that's shade or not on my club, to
No,
be
it's
honest.
Jamrock is someone who backs FSG's
but
policies. So that's
to be honest
that's
with you, it's one that I got frustrated about because we paid 50 million for a certain individual that caught his 8th charge today, throw the key away, and disassociate him from my club. I don't need any court in England to tell me. Sorry if this is a bit shady for the channel, but I don't need any court in England to tell me this seems a bit shady in my opinion. I don't want him associated with my club. I was hoping his contract would be cancelled this summer based on it had run out. Apparently it hasn't. But if we can pay 50 million for him, it doesn't make sense why we're kind of stopping at 30 million for Cucurella. Now, I have my own opinions to why I wasn't too about Cucurella. But as far as if we're talking on the field and what City need, he's perfect. And to not be paying more confuses me a little bit. They're playing hardball, and I get it. I respect why Newcastle are playing hardball at the moment. They're trying to make sure they don't fall into them realms of being held. But sometimes you have to just go, you know what? If this is what we need. However, as a Manchester City fan, the same way as a Liverpool fan, you should back, like with Núñez, back Jurgen, right? He hasn't got it wrong. So if Jurgen has decided this guy is the right guy for your team and he's going to spend a lot of money on him, you have to back him because he hasn't got it wrong so far, really. Yeah. And that's the same with me and Pep. He must have other players on his list. I'm going to trust it. Is what it is. I don't know who it is yet, but I can't try and work out our transfer window no more. Like, Carefree, you're done with trying to work out Chelsea's transfer window, right?
All I know is we're linked with Fofana, De Jong, and Aubameyang, and that's about it for now.
But as long as you get players through the door that fill the positions you need, you're happy because you trust Tuchel. Same way we trust Pep. Same way their man trusts Klopp. We have to. We can't. Sometimes we can't call the transfer window no more. However, we'll say Henderson, deep runs. Sorry, Henderson running channels. Allow it. Play Cavani. Actually, don't play. No, actually, scrap all of that. Don't play Cavani. Play Henderson in the channels.
Cavani, I didn't know you played for.
Anyway, let me get
sorry.
through these things
Cavalier.
before we move on to another tangent because we've got to wrap up. Lewis has got to go as well, so we're going to wrap up. Big Six Bands. I'm sure this is Monts as well. Big up Monts.
Yeah, big
Klopp is defo my dad, and I'm Jamaican. Monts says. Beijing Bars, big up. It's been a minute. Says Lee, you Arsenal men are something else. When did you make Champions League? You're done out here and go back to the kindergarten. I mean, I think that's in relation to you guys having a lot of young players. 12th man, how do you feel about if Bernardo Silva goes? He would never come LFC 12th man. Like, that would never.
His wife wants a child back in the end. That's
and Kaz, this one's for you. Just Bayesian just reminded me it was the first Liverpool manager to win them all. So I know that one upset you because Fergie. No, Klopp's the first Liverpool manager to win all the trophies available. So that's.
Does he mean you must mean Europa League as well, like including that?
No,
well,
that's not.
Yeah, you don't count the ones you're not in. So.
Yeah, we wasn't in them.
It's a European trophy as well, isn't it?
Actually, no, we was one season. We got absolutely slapped when we got knocked out of the Champions League group stage, and Atletico Bilbao absolutely ran us amok. If anyone remembers,
Lorente bent you over that day.
Dangerous.
And wrapping up, Bayesian again, big up yourself. Arsenal fans need to stop chatting until they win a real trophy. The Community Shield doesn't count.
It does count.
Awkward.
Okay, and also that means that last season Liverpool won nothing then. Bayesian, I know you're 6 hours behind.
Who's counting Community Shields?
Me. Me, I am with chest. I'm
And
counting
Liverpool. Oh, have shame, Callum. What are we doing?
no shame here, bro.
He needs those shields. He needs those shields to back
I
him.
want them all,
That's
bro.
disappointing.
As I've said,
And on that note, guys, make sure you go in the description and go and follow everyone. Make sure you subscribe to everyone's channel. Big at everyone who's been here. We've had a full over 700 people for the whole amount of the time. Please smash the like button on the way out, though, guys. The algorithm really needs those likes.
Yeah.
And big up everyone on the panel again. Kaz, you know it won't be the last time you're on. Big up yourself, bro. And apologies for the slander at the beginning. Sorry, not sorry. So I feel sorry for Kaz. I feel sorry for Lewis, but I don't like their clubs. It's very hard for me to like see them getting the abuse. But I feel the same way about their clubs. That it's
it's not abuse. It's not abuse when I'm just used to it, bro. It's alright. Like it's
that's
like,
mad. A Man U
Arsenal,
fan saying he's used to it is mad. My child
but it's like it's alright because as Arsenal fans say, I'll call it the same thing. It's a process. Favorite word, isn't it? So there we go then.
funny how life comes full circle.
It's like Emery. What's his name? Mr. Was it his name? Emery. Is it Emery? Then to Arteta, eighth, then fifth. Like so, it's a process, right? So there we go. We finished 8th on the same trajectory, but
to be honest, though, we finished 8th. You might get relegated, brother.
That's unconstipated.
I'm going to say before it ends, if we get relegated, that means we get new owners. Facts, bro. And you know that as well. That means it's deep on you, man. Especially Arsenal, look, because you can't compete forever. So there you go. If we get new owners, the league's fucked.
Lee, this is the last one for you before I close out the show. Just a quick question: how many Champions Leagues do you have?
Depends what season I am. If I'm one season I'm Chelsea,
No, it doesn't.
one season
No,
I'm
it
Liverpool.
I like that. And on that note, people, we're out. Make sure you check out tomorrow's show. Obviously, you know we're back with a Kopish calling show tomorrow, guys. And big up the panel, big up everyone in the chat, and smash the like button on the way out, people. Peace.
600.